So we are on session 126.
Was someone here? Like, was there a conversation I missed that people were calling his character weird?
I'm not sure.
Nah.
I don't think anything was.
I mean, I thought he was intentionally trying to be very, very unusual, but I never said
Yeah.
anything to him about it. I thought that was his goal.
Yep.
Yeah, I think.
All that typing for this.
I think it's just like my style is not necessarily the best fit for him, but whatever, it's fine. It happens. All right.
Okay.
So we're on session 126 of A New Home. Was someone saying something?
Yeah.
JJ, were you saying something?
Yeah, my internet keeps going in and out.
Oh, were you missing what I said? Technical.
Sounds like it's very delayed at the very least.
Technical difficulties. But yeah, we're definitely we can talk more about your character build and getting things squared away. All right, so let's see. Oh. Yeah, JJ is saying it's being a little robotic.
My computer is sluggish today. I might need to reboot. I haven't rebooted in a while. But you sound fine. Discord's working fine for me. I don't know if anyone else is hearing.
I'm fine.
Internets are
Hello?
always like, hello?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave and rejoin. I feel like that might be best.
Yeah, you can always try restarting the router too. That sometimes fixes it.
Computer
Okay.
stuff.
All right, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Gotta well.
Oh, good.
All been there.
There was like a period of time where I don't know why this happened, but for some reason with an old D&D group that I was in, Discord always seemed to mess up during that time, and if I had to make sure that nothing, like my headphones and nothing was plugged in during, like, as I joined the call, because otherwise it wouldn't pick up my headset mic, and it would like do weird things like putting the audio into the wrong channel. It's really weird.
Yeah, I remember with my old campaign, every time I joined, I always had issues with my headset where I couldn't get it to work. And it took me absolutely months to find out that if I, because it was one of those ones where you could like flick it up or down to like mute it. And it took me months to figure out that for some reason, whatever I plugged it into, if I had the mic flicked up, wouldn't register there being a microphone there.
Welcome back.
Nice.
Testing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hear you.
Yes.
Sound good to us?
Sounding good.
Okay, cool. I hear you guys.
Hear us? Okay, cool.
All right.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's get going. So as I said, Grey Wanderer, session 126, A New Home. It would actually be Johan's turn to scribe today. Are you okay scribing, Johan?
Oh,
We still have Johan?
Oh, I think I just heard a robot voice.
Can you hear me?
No.
Alright. Yeah, we might be getting some
Oh,
robotics.
No.
That's on some
Oh,
rough
no.
internet.
We might be playing with a dosha tonight.
Can you hear us, Johan or JJ?
I mean, I can.
Oh.
I just it's like me talking. I just can't relay that well.
Worst case, you can always just type in the chat. Like, at a
Yeah.
certain point. It seems to be coming in and out.
Do you think you'd be good to do scribe?
Oh,
Yeah, I might need
gotta
to.
love Discord.
Might want to try restarting the router if you haven't done that already. Here, let me. He's not in roll 20 yet.
He was, so I think it might have kicked him out.
I'm sorry Dax thought we were rules lawyering him. I just thought we were, when he made a mistake, we'd point it out.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, almost everyone who joins, and is just starting with the group, tends to, kind of be a little slow in combat. Like, they'll say, "Oh, can I do this?" or "I want to do that," and then you'll
Same
tell
thing
them.
for me, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's super normal. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I sent him a message saying that it was understandable why you were, but he said the DM is the one who called my character weird. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to get kicked from the server. He's the owner.
Oh, I wouldn't have kicked him. Well, his character was kind of eccentric.
Yeah.
But I wasn't saying
I thought that's how we wanted.
I just assumed that's what he was going for.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I said I told him it was an interesting idea. I just didn't think it was because I was working with him to maybe change it up because I didn't think what he was doing was a great fit for this storyline. But I wasn't really trying to be like, you can't do this or that.
Honestly, everyone's down to earth as much as you can in D&D, in my opinion. Oh,
Yeah, like I try to create a narrative that's kind of grounded in a believable world, and I just didn't really have a good support for what he was trying to do. It didn't, in my opinion, I didn't think it fit in well.
Grounded in a believable world as we're fighting vampire mind suckers.
as much as you can in D&D.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's suspension of disbelief,
I know. I'm just kidding.
Well, and to be fair, you were letting him reskin and roleplay his character's curse and stuff. So you were just kind of applying the mechanics around it, even though we were kind of bending the. Yeah, we were. It was a lot of reskinning, but
I'm pretty sure his disguised self doing that using the hat disguise wasn't even an issue.
Yeah, there was a little bit of friction because he was kind of attacking party members, so it kind of it can be challenging to. And I think me and Miri and I had a conversation about this a while back. You don't want to feel because obviously the player characters
not about
are
him, just about
they're
In general.
important characters in the story, so there's a little bit of a push to try you're teaming up, but sometimes it doesn't feel organic. It's if this guy is attacking people in the party, if that was an NPC, you guys would have just killed him.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Well,
So
honestly,
yes.
yeah, that's quite true. And the thing is he actually asked the party about that in chat before his first session.
Yeah,
and
we were all fine with it.
And yeah, and then it kind of still happened, and I was actually a little surprised. But
yeah.
And Eldwin, I don't even know if you were one of the ones that had even spoken up.
I don't think I got around
but
to
you were
actually.
the one that he ended up trying to blood drain. But yeah, you played along, so I just seen it go badly when people do that without warning, without talking out of character first. So
No, what he was trying to do can be hard, especially for this game, but it can be done.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it just.
I thought we were trying. I thought everyone was kind of accommodating him as best we could, and we were still figuring out how it would fit. But
Yeah, like I said, I was kind of trying to work around it, but I also thought maybe we should, we could keep the powers, but maybe try to change it a little bit. So I don't know, maybe he took it as me not liking him or something.
It was kind of after the fact, so I didn't say anything. But I was thinking, wasn't there? I have not read the racial traits or the build or whatever.
And we're back. Yeah, session 126. Let's see. Sorry about the delay, everyone.
No. Shit happens.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Gone being a robot.
Yeah, sometimes you're just a robot. This week, it looks like we have Sierra on Quartermaster. Or do we want to pass? Are we just passing it to LJ?
More or less.
Walrus. And let someone else have the oh wait, no.
Alright, I'll just keep you. I mean, I don't mind rotating.
Yeah.
Quartermaster is actually a really easy job for the most part. Unless you
Not
guys
when you
just-
look at my Google Sheets.
Yeah. Alright, well.
Until you refine it.
Yeah, in any case, it is the 89th of spring at 6:50. Previous scribe is Eldwin. Can you give us a recap of last time, Eldwin?
Sure can.
Awesome, thank you.
Oh, for some
Will
reason I
you?
was, like, like,
Will you
for some
turn
reason
into a
I
robot?
scrolled like way up. Here we go. Like, so session, began on the 89th of spring at 5:45 p.m. Like, we quickly scanned the library, finding some magical components, an armoire wrapped in chains with miasma spilling out of it, and a book with a magical signature behind it. Eldwin discovered the symbol that was hidden behind the book, which he believed to be acting as some kind of magical trap, and decided to leave it there for now. It was like, we decided to press on and came across a junction with a portal at one end. Like, we investigated the portal and realized that it was currently inactive. We continued forward and immediately encountered some vampiric mind flayers. We started fighting them, but Eldwin, Johan, and LJ were incapacitated. Anvir cast a spell that helped reflect the magical repel the magical effects, and the three of them eventually managed to break free from the incapacitation. Several of the mind flayers tried to swarm and grapple Eldwin and Nasira. Like, the portal suddenly opened up behind the party as a warlock mind flayer stepped through. The warlock released a mental blast which stunned Dax and LJ. Like, Dax managed to quickly shake off the stun, but was then soon lifted up by the warlock's telekinesis spell. It's like Anvir called upon the power of his god and used channel divinity to turn the vampiric mind flayers. Like, the warlock dispelled all the spells that were on Anvir, including telepathic bond and his circle of power. Like, two of the mind flayers ran off because of the turn, and Eldwin and Nasir killed the other two. The other party members were able to take out the warlock, but a spectral figure appeared and hovered over the warlock's dead body, starting to cast powerful spells. Dax managed to counter the time stop that it cast, and Anvir was able to dispel a delayed blast fireball that was also cast. Eventually, Johan shoots the spectral figure, ending the encounter. We press on after that, but LJ accidentally sets off a magical trap which unleashes a necrotic blast, downing Dax and severely injuring everyone else. Nasira stabilizes Dax, who immediately runs away in fear. Like, the party retreats to the library and finds Dax huddling in a corner. Like, we try to attempt a short rest in the library and plan our next move.
All right, thank you for that recap. So.
Oh yeah, I remember that, LJ.
I also
Oh.
remember he was like the only person who didn't get hurt by it.
Yeah.
So it is like I said, the 9th of spring at 6:50 p.m. and you are attempting to pass an hour for the rest.
I think
Oh, we already passed the hour.
Yeah, I didn't include them. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
we
we
definitely
already did.
have, because I've already got like hit points and my channel divinities. And
All right. Actually, before we do that, let's do a little flashback then, because there was something I was forgetting.
Flashback time.
Mhm.
As you are resting during this hour, LJ,
Oh,
you would hear a voice in your mind. Suddenly, as you're sitting there, a voice says, "You, strong one, I require your aid. Please, I am no enemy." It says, "I am trapped within the closet. I need to be released."
I'm not gonna make this check, but do I believe him?
Give me a insight. I mean, it sounds like something that could be plausible. It could be the Mind Flayer brain, but then again, it doesn't sound like the Mind Flayer brain.
Does it sound like anyone I heard before?
Plus,
Maybe,
well, I guess you all cleared the connection, but you know the Mind Flayer brain can still speak with you while you're in a certain distance. Please break the chains. I do not wish to be a prisoner of the brain any longer. Release me, and I shall aid you.
what do you give this here the fucking fighter to do? Oh.
Wait, what did you say to him?
No, I said that earlier, so.
Oh, okay. What do you want to do?
Would this flashback be with Dads or without Dads?
We're gonna say Dax is in the background. So in this world, he is non-existent right now.
Got it. And I'm at the door because I didn't need a short rest.
Yeah, I think you were sitting near the door, keeping an eye out. And across the room, you would see that armoire with the chains around it, with the, like the miasma kind of leaking out of it.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
DM, can I ask you set a DC for an intelligence check? If I roll high enough for that check, then he will not. Otherwise, he will.
This is your check. I mean, it's not really, well, I mean, you're not sure if this is a good or bad idea because you have no idea what's in there. It's kind of like, do you want to, yeah, I don't know, however you react to it.
He's on the edge. He's there, but not there. He starts walking over to it.
Okay, so the rest of you, I believe, are in the hut right now.
which is, we can see out of.
Yeah. You probably wouldn't think much of LJ walking across the room until he got close to the armoire. I assume kind of staring at it, right?
And pulling my sword.
And pulling his sword.
LJ, what are you doing?
It needs a help.
Oh, hell no. Get back here right now.
So wait,
But
what
it
do you
needs
do?
our help.
What makes you say that something needs our help in that direction?
It asked me.
In your head?
In my head.
Did you, ask who it is, or?
No, but it sounded like it needed my help.
Okay,
I am a
well,
prisoner of the brain, much like you might be if you are not careful. Please, release me from my bonds. I can help you fight it.
We're going to get another ally from this as LJ goes down to swing at the chains.
So the chains, you
Since
probably
no
would
one else
need
is going to
to.
stop me.
You'd probably need bludgeoning damage to break chains, or to unlock them. I mean, a slashing weapon against chains isn't going to do all that much. I mean, I guess over time, but you'd probably ruin your sword before you'd cut through chains, you know? I mean, you'd know this being a fighter and knowing the different types of damages. Like, bludgeoning would be what you really want. Bludgeoning, raw strength, maybe some kind of crowbar to, like, break the padlock or someone to pick it.
Then I will use my pure strength and try to just force the rock open.
Just rip it open. Alright, that would be a strength check. DC 22.
Can someone stop him?
Yeah, I think though, if we didn't like follow him at the same time and we're in the hut, I don't know that we can get to him before he takes the first swing, you know?
Alright, well, he is now grabbing the chains and yanking at them. So far, they are holding.
But we did complete our rest, right?
No, this is before the long rest. This is a flashback.
LJ, perhaps we should complete our rest and then we will investigate. But we do not know what will come out of that cabinet, and we are weakened now.
Oh, Johan's got something in the pipes.
Depending on what
Is he gonna
Johan
offer
says,
to-
depends on what I do.
Is he gonna offer to pick it?
Hmm.
You don't have to break.
Yeah,
those
depends on
chains.
what
I'll get
Johan
this over.
does.
Suspense is killing me. Alright, so Johan agrees. He says, yes, this can wait, my friend. I'll do his RP since he can't talk on voice.
Just short resting, by the way. Not long.
Yeah, it would be an hour.
Yeah.
It would, yeah, it wouldn't be a long rest, Johan. You guys are attempting a short rest. But, yeah, what are you gonna do, LJ?
How far are we into the short rest?
It's pretty early, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes since you got in here. Because this would have
I'll
happened
sit by the cabinet.
right
and
near
wait.
the start. All right. So you decide to take your friend's advice, waiting to pass the rest. So yeah, since that was a flashback, I remember I did roll for dangerous encounters. You guys got lucky and there were none. So you did get your short rest. An hour had passed. During the hour, LJ, you would get the voice in your head again. It would say, I can recognize a fellow being affected by a curse. Please, I might be able to help you. I have great power. I just need you to release me.
I stay in my head. And what curse do you think I'm afflicted with?
He says, I don't know. I'm not near you enough, but I can sense the energies. He says, you are... I don't know. Now, you are afflicted by a curse, right? I'm not
Oh yeah,
misremembering. Okay.
supposed to be a different race, but
Okay, that's what I thought it was. It was like, am I going crazy? Aren't you under a curse? So he'll say, I used to be a being of great power, but I was tricked by these mind flayers in their brain. They captured me, and they took my power for their own purposes, locked me in this place, and I've been their prisoner. He says, I've sat in this cabinet for longer than I even know. I need to be freed again. I shall reward you if you release me.
LJ will say in his head, and what is your name? Oh, was your name?
This is, my name, might be hard to pronounce in your tongue, but you may call me Ankra.
We still have the mind wink up, right? Or no?
No, that would have gone away by now.
Because I don't know if he can hear me outside or owing through telepathy, but I say to the rest of them, his name is Ankra. Does anyone know?
A history or religion check at disadvantage can be made, and it's pretty obscure. DC 25.
I have both of those things.
Okay.
So you said disadvantage?
Yes, it would be a disadvantage, because this would be otherworldly and obscure.
I'm going to use an
Yeah.
inspiration point to make it just a normal roll.
Here we go.
You're probably actually much
Whoa.
better at this than I am, but if I roll good, if it's fine. I just have to roll two 19s or a 19 or and a 20.
It's
got this.
easy.
Oh my god!
Let's go.
So there's a
Oh.
there's a couple of things that this could be, but you wonder if it is the being known as Enkravikar, which is a
Ooh.
being that is fairly despised by many of the different divine gods due to its annoying habit of interfering with their plans. Semi-chaotic, but this being is more of a void, like a voidling almost, like not necessarily a demon, but very chaotic. And it's been missing for a very long time.
On the alignment scale, probably more like a chaotic neutral than anything else.
You don't know too much about the good, neutral, evil. You just know that many
Okay.
of the religions are. It's almost like a Loki type being.
Okay, so no kind of real distinction in any which way, but chaos everywhere.
Yeah, very chaotic being. If that's who this is, that's all you really know about from the name Ankra. And what LJ told you.
Yeah. There is a being that has a similar name that is wholly chaotic, and I don't think the gods appreciate very much.
So I assume you
Do
tell
you
them
say
what
his-
you know.
Oh yeah, that was me telling them in character.
Gotcha.
I will say back in my head. Are you the full name, whatever it was?
Yes, your friend is correct. I am Enkravikar. Apparently he could hear your mind.
So before I even finish that, before I even finish that statement, he said yes.
Well, when you said, basically you were saying he, as you were talking, he would say, basically, yeah, your friend is correct. I am Enkravikar, which means he probably heard your mental link.
Oh, I was talking out loud. Yes.
Oh, I thought you guys were using
Yeah,
the
we don't
mental link.
have the
Oh,
mental
that's
link,
right. You
though.
said it was down. Never mind. So yeah, he would have said that then, as you were about to ask him. Just
So-
ignore that mental link part.
Onward, that's who he is.
Ooh. There are worse things in the world, but he's still high up there from. Ooh.
Evil or chaotic, by the sound of your tone.
Wholly chaotic. No doubt about chaotic.
I am a being of the void. Your friend is correct. I do embrace chaos. But chaos is what you'll need to beat something as strong as that brain.
And Eldridge says, how do we know we can trust you?
He says, I suppose there's no way to know for sure. But what benefit would it be for me to turn against you? If I was not able, or if you were not able to defeat the brain, I would just be put back in this prison.
While this is going on, I'm gonna start trying to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
I will say out loud, what do we do? Because
He
supernatural is not my thing.
You would hear in your mind, open this cabinet, release me from my prison.
Here's my view on the things. I don't know how I would feel about letting him out, considering I know the gods aren't particularly fond about him. But also, I would hate to be the people who didn't let him out if he ends up getting out. You see my issue here?
So I can just assume by this point, whatever I say out loud, he will hear me.
Seems like he's heard you so far.
I pull out a piece of paper from my bag and write, do we side truce and then go away? Or pretty much write on a piece of paper and just slide it over that says, do we give him a truce and then once this is over, we go our separate ways?
Okay,
You can respond.
So you write that on the paper and I assume show it to your group?
Yes.
I would write on the paper, why not take a powerful ally? If the Mind Flayers trapped him, then he will be their focus.
Okay. I'll say back in my mind.
No, that's just Nasira. She
Hold up.
Yeah, she passes the paper on for everyone else to give their opinion as well. I don't want to make the decision for the group. Just Nasira doesn't mind some chaos.
Since Eldrin's like kind of, you know, busy doing chants and setting up like components, he kind of just like instead of like writing or talking, kind of just like quickly like brings up like a hesitant thumbs up and then continues on.
Envy is not gonna be the one person to say no in the group. It's his one thing, and he's just there, just like, oh. No, this is like him joining the vampires all over again. Oh, I'm sorry, Hilda.
It sounds like this is a yes. That's what it sounds like. So if LJ does a thumbs up, see if anyone else does a thumbs up. To make sure.
Did Johan get a chance to
Yeah,
tell us?
he said thumbs up in the chat.
All right, let's do it.
Onvir is just clutching his holy pendant, like, oh god.
Girls.
LJ is still at the cabinet because he slid the piece of paper over there. Oh wait, no, he would have to go inside the dome. So yeah, he walks back over to the cabinet and says, okay, Ankra, let's make a deal. Once we are finished with our short rest, we will let you go. But you will help us defeat the parasite and the truce. And then once that truce is over, we both go our separate ways.
Of course. I will have no qualm with you. And I can help you. Now please, free me.
Are we done with our short rest, or still in
Yeah,
it?
you had finished it.
I look at everyone.
Well, you
Waiting
can't
for-
see us. We're in the huts. I'm still in the hut.
I thought someone, at least someone
Well,
would be outside. Just
If we
said,
finish our rest, I will step out and kind of. I'm not going to stand right up next to LJ, but I'm going to stand kind of ready.
make sure everyone's ready. Type shit.
As
Okay.
many as much hit points as you want to spend hit die.
Yeah, so for a short rest, you can spend hit die to regain hit points. Basically, you just you have a certain number of hit die in your sheet. You would every time you use one, you roll the hit die and add your con modifier, and that's how much you regain. I think if you click it, it should just roll it for you.
I think you have. Yeah, you did roll one during the short rest
Yeah,
thing we
but
did,
you
but I
can-
don't think
Yeah,
we did any more.
you can use as many as you like. So if you still need HP and you want to roll, you can roll some more hit dice to regain. Okay. So you would gain another
That-
6. Wait, why is your
Yeah.
hit die a D4? Are you multi-classed? I thought you were rogue.
No. Lowest is a 6.
Yeah. Something's up. Let me look at your sheet.
Yeah, Rogue's 8, isn't it? Or is it also 6?
Hey,
Yeah, it's 8, like 99% of the bloody classes.
Yeah.
it's
hang
Right.
on.
a for barbarian, which is D12, fighter and paladin D10, wizard, sorcerer is D6.
So if you look on your sheet, there's the hit dice section. If you click on hit dice, see, like I just rolled one of your hit dice. I'm not sure what you were clicking on, but it's on the first page. You see on the first page where it says hit dice, you can mouse over hit dice and click on it on the sheet.
So
Not
why is
sure.
it rolling 3?
It's D4
Oh.
though, for some reason.
Yeah, why is it rolling a...
That's so
Are
weird.
you sure that's the one you clicked on? Because I just clicked on it. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, now it's red.
See, that's it. Okay, so yeah, you just have to make sure every time you roll one, you minus a hit dice, because you only have a certain number of hit dice. So if you spent another one, then you would, now have 8 exactly. And on a long rest, you gain back 6 of those.
Or
So
half your level.
yeah, or half your level, which would be 6 at this juncture. So let's see. Oh, and it doesn't automatically add the hit points back in, so you do have to manually, up your hit points when you use those, like as if someone was healing you.
Make sure you add those D4 rolls back and re-roll them.
I don't think it minus them, because when you click hit dice, it doesn't minus a dice. Like, you have to do it manually. I guess
Yeah.
you
Really, it does for me.
Well,
When you do the
if you do it-
rest buttons, it does.
yeah, with the
Yeah.
short rest button, it'll do it, but yeah, he probably already used the short rest button. So since you rolled a 7, like you see where it says, yeah, you got like your current HP, you just add the plus 7 to the current HP each time.
Also, it's not plus con. That's already plus the con.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
mouse over the 7, it says you rolled a 4 plus 3. It's adding your con in for the roll.
I'm just what is it inspirational story point for doing the or what was the thing for because you said it was Nasiros Kun to do quartermaster. So my turn just ended, I'm assuming?
Well, there's
That-
no reward for quartermaster. You just the only reward is for story. But are you good, Johan? Do you know what you're doing? I'm assuming he does. It looks like he got it now. So yeah, however many you want to spend, you can just spend them, since the short rest just passed. All right. So yeah, what are you gonna do?
Great thought.
You gonna try to open this thing?
Yep.
So you weren't able to get it open with raw strength. Is there something else you can try?
Did we want to maybe just wait for Johan for a second, see if he can pick it?
It's true, you can ask Johan to pick it once he finishes with his hit dice rolling. He does have thieves' tools.
I do like a little bow and point towards the cabinet. Johan, if you would.
Alright, so Johan is going to attempt to pick this.
Make sure
Open
it's
that
not
one.
trapped first.
It is a little ominous as like dark miasma leaks out of the bottoms of this cabinet. But go ahead, Johan, give me a thieves' tools check.
I did also yell at him, make sure to check it for traps first.
Sure. If you want to check it for traps, I think you guys did check it for traps, but maybe not. Go ahead and do a active perception if you're checking. it
While
for
he does that,
traps.
I also asked in my head if he knows if there's any traps on it.
I don't know. I was put in here long ago. There could be. Looks okay.
Andrea, do you wanna?
Oh, I'm
Mr.
not leaving my hut.
Well, the rest
Well-
is over. I mean, Johan left it.
Yeah, he's.
I know. I'm just a scaredy cat.
Oh, Anvir's a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
And I would still be in there doing the ritual because
All right, so the lock is picked, and as the padlock snaps open, a bunch of runes appear on it and flash, and the chains seem to start unwrapping themselves. As the lock goes flying across the room, a voice booms in your heads. Free! Finally free! The chains shatter and send shrapnel, like, up above LJ, and the cabinet swings open as a bunch of dark energy pours out. And you
at
would
this
hear,
point,
yeah, go for it.
At this point, everyone's behind me, and I have my shield front forward, facing the same because I don't know if it's gonna attack.
Finally. You see the smoke pouring out, and suddenly you would hear, wait, what is this? And something catches you a little off guard. A being does not come out of the smoke, but as it clears, you would see a small doll sitting there. What has happened to me? What is this? No! What do you want to do?
We all hear this, you said?
At this point, yeah, his voice is booming in all your heads. LJ, pick me up. Take me.
Johan immediately was like, I want to carry him.
Do you want to try to grab him, Johan? Well, he hasn't, but yeah, you would hear him ask, basically LJ to take him. He says, I cannot move. Take me from this place.
I pick him up.
Guess he's not going to be as much help as we thought.
Alright,
Zero says.
so as you pick him up, do you have any magical items, that you are bound to?
What, attuned to or bound to?
Yeah, like attuned to. Sorry.
Attuned to? Yes.
How many?
2.
Alright, so you suddenly attune to this doll. And you feel kind of strange, as if something is poking around inside your psyche. And he says,
Oh my god.
I do not forget my friends, and I will help you defeat this Elder Brain.
I asked, what can you do inside of that body?
He says, for now, I can use my chaos to aid you in battle, but there is more that I can do. If you can help me break this curse upon me, free me from this prison that I am still bound to. This doll. So he would give you an ability for being attuned to him. Which
Okay.
I will whisper to you.
Oh.
Onvir
This
is
is not
both
the way
very
I saw this coming.
Onvir is both very jealous. Well, no, not Onvir. AJ is both very jealous and very glad he didn't pick that up. Because
received it.
I would not want to unattune to one of my stuffed things right now.
Yeah, I received that test, by the way.
Alright.
How would I say attuned in character? Because all my scribes are in character.
Bound.
Thank you.
I feel like that's a good word.
It bound itself to me.
No, I feel like binded, bound, but either one of those two words.
I think bound is right in this context.
Yeah. Depends on the context, exact context, but yeah, no, once I said it, bound sounds better.
Huh?
Anywho.
I gotta love this.
Alright, so what are you going to do with the doll? Just like stick him in your pack or something?
First of all, do I know what that tune does in
Yes.
character anyway?
Basically, he he tells you how the chaos would manifest.
I would say to him. Well, out of character, say it, but in character, say it. However, it's done in character.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll type it to you.
Sure, give me a
Want to
whisper.
keep that secret? Yeah. But yeah, stuff in the pack and forget about them. Well, not forget about them, but
Yeah, you
stuff
just put
in-
him away for now.
Yeah.
Alright, so what does the group want to do? Just make sure you record the doll Ankara in your inventory.
Continue where we left off, I guess.
The brain has had time to rest and recuperate. He may have allies. You should be cautious.
LJ, I'm assuming you're leading the front again.
I'll walk forward.
Yep, here, carry this, and I hand him over the lantern and revealing. I don't want you stepping on another invisible ruin.
When we do that again.
Alright,
But yeah.
you come out of the library back into the temple proper.
So, we finished the detect magic.
Yes. Oh, sorry, you were passing another 10 minutes. Let me see how that went. I forgot you were passing more time.
The hut is still up.
Yeah, it's fine. So you pass the time. Luckily, this extra short 10 minutes did not make a difference. No enemies have come, which might be a little worrisome, but also you're glad, probably.
This way I'll be able to see runes as well.
I'll be right back, but LJ is still weak in the front.
Okay. So it's about 7 p.m.
I'd be in the front too, so we could just keep him with me.
If you're both moving in front, I'd give either one of you to the lantern, whichever. Actually, you think it'd be easier to hand you the lantern because you don't really use your other hand for anything, right?
I do have the I do have to have the arcane grimoire in my other hand.
True. Forget it.
Do you want to? It's like,
I'm bad, by the way.
do we want to do we want to get turn on lights, or do we want to?
We're fighting a creature that can literally sense where we are within miles of it. I think we're fine using lights.
Alright, because Eyes of Night is off now, right?
Oh yeah, true. I can up that again pretty easily though if we need it.
Because I know further on there aren't, like, it's lit here, but further on it's not going to be lit, so.
Let's do Eyes of Night just because of the range, maybe, more than anything.
Alright.
So I'll quickly huddle everyone together and I'll use a first level spell slot to do Eyes of Night.
Alright, I think the tokens technically still have it. But let me double check.
I'll just link Eyes of Night so you see I'm not cheating by saying I can use a spell slot.
I know you can. There's like
I know.
There's like a Twilight Cleric in all my games now.
It's
Yeah.
so strong.
It's one of those things where I had heard they were good and then I started playing it and I'm like, oh, I almost feel bad now.
Especially in your campaign. Same thing for Droomstalker, Ranger, and Shadowmark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
okay.
genuinely-
It's not overpowered. It's just kind of powerful compared to the other clerics. But
Oh god, yeah.
so, what do you want to do?
Let us move forward.
Yeah, you all have your Eyes of Night. What are you concentrating on? Oh, detect magic, right?
Also, LJ is radiating a light source that reveals invisible things.
What's the distance on that?
I'll double check quickly, but I
Is it a
believe it's
lantern?
30. Yeah, it's a lantern.
Okay. You have lantern light. Just go ahead and mark yourself as a light source.
Which token is that? Is that the torch?
This one.
Oh, that. Okay.
I changed it to make it a little easier. So you definitely hear something coming from the northeast, though you don't see anything yet. Sounds like it's coming from deeper within this place.
Like, so I know we had the hallway to the northeast. There was a stairway and a door. Which way do we want to head towards?
I think we were heading towards the door.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's when we tripped the. Hold on, LJ.
So as you get over there, LJ, you would see one of those creatures to the north.
The moment I see you, then I back up into a corner.
Well, give me before you back up, give me initiative.
Where's the fucking?
Is this everybody or just him?
Yeah, this would be everybody.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like to see if you can move out
I'm
the way in
assuming.
time.
Andre, before this, I'm assuming you give me advantage.
Oh yeah.
So pretty much always on me then.
Uh,
Not bad.
So,
Not bad roll.
First to act as this thing is alerted.
Where'd my token go?
Is going to be.
Yeah, Andre just disappeared.
Oh, where's Anvir? Did you delete it by accident?
I'm not sure. I wasn't even on that half of my keyboard.
Alright, well, go ahead and give me initiative.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where I was placed, but it was here-ish.
Is it possible to have my shield hold the lantern and sword, or is it?
You would usually
holding
need
two
a
of them.
free hand for the lantern. Unless it was, like, tied to you or something.
Okay, so swords down then.
Yeah, so you might have to drop the lantern if you're going to draw your sword. But the first person to act, as you see this thing and it screeches, is going to be the enemy. So it comes running south 30 feet towards you, screeching, and behind it you hear more noise coming from the area back here. There might be others. But that's it for the creature, Nasiro. So you hear this screeching from around the corner up ahead. Are you muted, Nasiro?
Sorry. I couldn't find my Discord window and
That's
to
fine.
unmute. Alright, yeah, so I'll step forward, see if I see this thing. That's 15. I'll move over this way. And, I'm gonna stay near the party though.
So that would be on the wall. So you'd probably be here.
Sort of trying to spread us out a little bit, but I know we're all so close to each other to avoid AoEs. Oh, and we've got the portal down there too, so yeah, I'll kind of stay here. Might as well send a couple boomerangs at him.
Alright, so you hurl your boomerang. Oh, but he is going to jump out of the way, dodging as it comes flying back to you.
And then I will try again.
Alright, another throw.
Okay.
Oh, bad luck. So yeah, he will dodge both of those.
I got them both, or I got them back. So.
Alright,
Right,
anything
that's,
else?
I think that's it. Let me just see. Oh, yeah, that's all. Yeah,
Alright,
no, I'll activate the Staff of the Adder.
alright.
That's all.
Anvir.
I will step up quickly just behind LJ here and see that bloke, and I will shoot a quick little guiding bolt at him.
Alright, so from behind LJ you fire around him, so he does not provide cover.
I'll do a second level just because I actually have more second levels than first levels right now.
Oh, that's fair. Oh yeah, that's gonna strike him right dead center. Blasting him for 19 radiant.
Oh, not bad.
I will
yeah.
use the rest of my movement to go here.
And back up, and he is also glowing now, offering advantage. Alright, LJ.
Is it possible to drop the lantern and pull out my sword in a single free interaction?
Yes, the lantern would be on the ground, but you could do that.
Where's my character sheet? I had to restart roll 20.
So if you hold shift and double click your token, it will bring up your character sheet. Just FYI.
That is a great tip to know. Thank you, actually.
I will use my, where is it? It's a combat superiority. For a toss,
Okay.
pull out a spear, toss it.
Alright, hurl a spear over at the thing.
Oh shit, I forgot the road damage. Whoops. Oh, road ahead.
Oh!
Ooh.
What's the range of a spear? 20? So that would be a disadvantage, but 24 would still hit.
Well, no, because it would be a basic roll because of the advantage being offered.
Oh, right, you're offering advantage. So yeah, that would crit.
Oh my god, perfect. Yeah, it deals.
Alright, so
Could
you
be
Roll
higher.
another D10.
strike the creature, and you do get
Oh, yeah,
your
that's right.
superiority dice. So another D10.
Which would also be a crit.
7,
Yeah.
plus, so 16 points of damage. As it staggers back, a spear stuck in it, which it quickly pulls out and throws to the floor, screeching at you. Anything else?
I will move a bit closer because I still have my 2 others attack. Do I? Let's see, I was right there.
Mm-hmm.
I would be just out of range to go in a melee. Is it attack action? Or what's the thing to pull out a spear?
As an item interaction. So at this
I
point, you
already did
pulled
that
one out
point.
already, so the next one would be an action, so you can't pull another one.
Well, no, that one is part of the attack.
Oh, so if that was part of your quick draw, then you could pull out a second one as an item interaction. You said you put the
item
lantern
interaction.
down.
Do it.
So
Yes,
go ahead and
that.
place a lantern on the floor. I'm going to turn off your light, and but first just make the attack so I can move on.
Yeah, I toss it, throw it.
All right, another spear. Ooh, he is going to dodge that one. So go ahead and place the lantern on the floor, and that would be it for you. So from down the hall behind this guy, another one of these things comes rushing out. Coming down this way, 30 feet. And then he will do a... Oh, actually, that was his dash, so that is it for him. Johan.
How do I rename the dropped item?
If you double click it, you can bring up the details and you just change the name
Thank you.
on it.
Yeah, because it is worth having the name of that one because it does do special stuff within the light.
Oh, he's talking about the spear.
And what's what's the name of
Oh,
the
that makes more
lantern?
sense.
Revealing.
Yeah.
Alright, so you move up. Remember, you can bonus action to dash, which would give you a second move. So you move 30 feet, getting a better view.
Good question.
Alright, so
Ooh.
you pull out your light crossbow, firing down the hall. 19 will strike the creature. Did you want to do a hide before you do that, just so you can have sneak attack? Because you do have cover here, so you could have attempted to hide before shooting, which would have given you advantage in sneak attack. Sure. And that would also give you a crit.
Yeah, no, that's gonna make us hurt.
Go ahead, give me a stealth check. Usually you'd
Oh,
have
is it?
to declare before, but I'll say, it's fine.
I don't think he can fail this. Isn't the minimum he can roll 22?
I don't know.
Oh,
Wait, is
no,
your
that
stealth
can't be
0?
right. That cannot be right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with your sheet. Because your stealth is 12. What are you clicking on to roll? I wonder if it's something to do with your lag. Weird. Well, I'll say you get plus 12 to that, so that would be a 27. So yes, you would crit with the shot. So go ahead and roll sneak attack twice. And see if you can figure out what's going on with that sheet.
Oof!
Oh,
Okay. So 40,
I think it's dead.
55, 65, 73. So yeah, you shoot it right in the face. It just kind of falls
Yikes.
over Gurgle.
That hurts.
Alright. Anything else, Johan?
Stealth crits, man.
Alright, do a little flip as you're reloading, ending your turn. Eldwin.
Alright. I'm going to oh, I got the wrong thing. I'm gonna run up 30 feet here. And then on do I want to? Alright. I'm going to cast at second level, Scorching Ray at
Okay.
the one in front of me.
Sent you a message, LJ, just FYI. Alright, so you fire off several scorching rays, finishing your chant. As fire goes down the hallway. First one, it will dodge. 16 will strike on the second attack for 11 fire. And third, 18, yeah, that'll strike as well for another 4. And it seems annoyed at you. Anything else?
Nope. That is all for my turn.
Alright, so your turn ends as well as the round. Oh, wait, sorry. There was one more guy. So he is going to come running down the hallway using a dash to get to about here. For some reason, he wasn't showing up in the initiative. Alright, so that's it for them. New round now. Nasira, what are you going to do?
You are muted again.
Alright, I will move up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'll move up. And I'll do boomerang again. I mean, I guess I could dash. Nah, I don't want to spend a key point on the dash. So yeah, I'll just do boomerang. See if we can hit him. I'm gonna try and. So there's 2 that are still alive. Okay, so May. Yeah, LJ goes before. Okay. Then yeah, I will. Yeah, I don't want to spend key. So yeah, I'm just gonna boomerang the closest one.
Alright, so you hurl another boomerang at the one rushing at your ally. Yeah, 16 will strike. Ah, smacked with the boomerang for how much?
Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong button.
Ooh, nice hit. 11 bludgeoning.
Nice.
Leo will stay in character. Try to line them up.
I'll push him back with pressure.
Okay.
And I'll send a second boomerang at him.
Oh, what fighting style is this? It says +2 fighting style.
She has, for her fighting style, she took archery just to help her ranged attacks.
Oh, okay.
For her fighter dip.
It's a
No,
weird
it's
looking
great.
bow.
only 5 feet. Yeah.
Alright, so he's knocked back 5 feet.
And then I sent a second boomerang, so I'm down to 2. They're
Alright,
both laying on the floor.
so
but yeah.
21
turn.
will strike as well, doing another 11. Is it pushing him again?
No, I can only push him once per turn.
Got it. Anvir.
So,
Is there still
I
a dropped
will-
item, Lou?
Yeah, that's it's under resources in the
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
under the character info.
I will move to here. And this spot appears to be dim light, I'm correct.
I believe so. Well, no, because the lantern's on the ground here.
Oh shit. I forgot to take that into consideration when measuring
Yeah,
this.
it's 30 feet.
I'm buggered.
Yeah, you can get closer to the devil portal.
Yeah, would the area close to the teleporter be dim light? I guess it doesn't matter. At that point, I'm spending too much movement, and it ruins what I'm trying to do anyway. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where I was again. I was here because I'll move somewhere else if that's not dim light. Boop, boop. I'll just move right behind LJ here.
Okay.
And I will. Is the guy on the right offering advantage?
On the right. No, he's just winded.
Oh, that's your slightly winded thing. Yep, sorry. I keep forgetting you're using that now. I will send a guiding bolt at him.
Okay.
Or, actually, I'll just do a sacred flame. No, I'll guiding bolt. I'll stick to me guns.
All
I'm
right.
so indecisive. Sorry.
Another guiding bolt goes blasting down towards which one?
The one that has the boomerangs lying at its feet.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah, 26 will strike a blast of radiant energy.
I did mean to say second level. I'll do it at first if you if you want to take that.
Sure. If you spent a second level spell, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, because it does it when I roll the damage, not when I roll the attack, so I always forget to announce it.
Yeah, usually you would want to announce it. But that would be 20 points.
Because the plan was also to then use my bonus
put
action to
him-
harness divine power.
2 wounded. Alright, so that is your turn ending.
Yeah, I'm also getting a second level. I'm getting that second level spell slot back with harness divine power.
Alright, LJ.
I will move closer. So I'm
Oh,
right now.
jeez.
Mm-hmm.
And I will hold my action. If any one of them gets closer to me or Nasir, I will attack.
Alright, so you're holding your ground, and that is it for you?
Actually, no. I'm not gonna hold an attack. I'm gonna hold it and grapple.
Alright, so you're getting ready to grapple if they get too close.
Yes. What's your thing for reaction?
Well, you haven't
still the
spent it
same?
yet, so you don't have to worry. Once you spend
I thought.
it, you mark yourself.
Oh wait, no, that's consecration that's holding it.
Well, that's only for a spell. You don't have to mark yourself if you're just readying an action.
Yeah.
Alright, so the Mind Flayer is just going to rush up, trying to get past you, and you're going to try to grab it.
Grapple.
So go ahead and do an athletics. And it is going to
I hope so.
counter with... No, it's actually about the same.
Can it beat a 23?
It can. So it does a dex check. Yeah, I'll use dex.
I was
But
going to
it
say, we know
will
these things aren't sexy.
fail, so you do grab it as it stops moving. In response to that, it lets out a pulse of psychic energy.
Yeah.
So everyone except Johan, I need int saves, DC 15. So 4 int saves.
Oh look, I'm gonna fail this.
Are you kidding me?
I'm scared.
Shit.
Oh my god!
Alright, so Anvir and Nasira have made it. So the two of them are
Actually,
yeah.
I am gonna use Indomitable. Oh wait, no, I don't have that. Never mind.
Alright. Any other reactions?
Did I grapple? I thought that was a reaction for grappling.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you did. So let's see. That would be stunned or incapacitated for those who failed. No damage. You just get that headache again.
So stunned and
Not stunned, just incapacitated.
Stunned was something else. I can't remember what made us stunned.
None of
That was
these
a
guys.
mi-
Yeah,
that
these,
was a
that was
warlock.
that was the warlock guy. These guys don't stun. Okay, so let me just mark who failed. Yeah, it's the little turtle. All right, Johan.
how many turns is it, by the way?
It's 1 minute.
10.
Was that 10? Thank you.
So Johan is going to duck into the shadows near the corner there, gaining stealth. And I have a new mark for stealth in case you need to hold it. It's just the foot, this boot.
The
but
boot.
usually for 1 turn of stealth to gain advantage, like you don't have to worry. But if you're like stealthing around, you put that boot on you. In fact, I should just change that in the options here. Light crossbow, yeah, 22. Which one are you shooting? Okay, so he would have moderate cover, but that would still hit. And you strike him doing your attack and sneak. Oh. Nice. So he staggers back and just falls forward. So that would be enough to take him down. Alright. Anything else, Johan? Moves over a bit, and I assume that is going to be it. Alright, the vampiric, the one that's left, is also going to rush up. It is going to... I don't think there's a mind link up right now. I think he's
No.
gonna grab at Nasira, starting with a claw attack. Oh, he's going to crit. Unless anyone has a reaction. Nasira... Let's see. You would get hit for... Ouch. 44.
Hang on, sorry, hang on. Before
Oh.
you give the damage, I forgot I was muted again.
No worries.
Am I able to use a story point to make him reroll?
No. You can only make you can only re-roll your own stuff.
Okay. All right, then I don't have anything to do.
Alright, so you would take 44, a nasty hit.
Oof.
And he attempts to tentacle, but those would miss you, so luckily he does not grab you. Eldwin.
I will use my turn to.
In save.
Yeah. Before I save, I'll just move up here.
So you kind of stumble across the floor there. Ooh, but you are still...
If I could roll above a 5, that would be great.
Alright, so Nasira, you're a little wounded from that hit.
Yeah, I didn't like that very much, so I'm gonna wallop him.
You must have rolled hella high on that, eh?
Well, it was also a crit.
It was-
I know, but still, these guys don't do that much.
I did roll really
Right.
high. He does slashing and necrotic. Oh, part of it was necrotic. Do you have any resistance to that?
No, just poison
Okay.
and disease, I think. Let me check.
Yeah, because he did slashing and necrotic damage. Necrotic was most of his damage.
I don't think you've actually brought that up before. That is good to know.
Yeah, these guys' claws
Yeah,
like drain life.
I'm immune to poison and disease. Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
Alright.
so what are you gonna do?
Let's do. No, that's not gonna help. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna punch him.
Alright, so you
Like-
unload with a flurry of attacks.
The heel of my hand to his chin.
Oh
There we
yeah,
go.
27 will strike. Whap. Ah.
Can I occupy this space?
That would technically be the wall, unless you have. I
Okay,
guess you could like parkour, since you can do that monk thing.
No, I just wanted to know if I could get flanked, but that's fine.
I'm
and then I'll
incapacitated, so he
I'll
wouldn't be
follow
able
up
to.
with an elbow to wherever I think his nose might be.
All right.
All right, that one misses.
Yeah, that would miss him.
All right, that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Any bonus action?
I don't think I. Oh wait, since I unarmed strike, I can do one for free without spending key. So yes, I will
Yes.
do another unarmed.
Yeah, that will
great.
land as well.
Thank you for reminding me. That's my
Takes
turn.
Another 8. It is winded. All right, Anvir.
To clarify, this one has yet to use a pulse.
This one is not, no.
Okay. First things first. I take I move 2 squares back.
All right. Trying
And
to
then I
remember
also-
where the that psychic blast is.
Yeah, exactly. And I will. I know it's most likely going to save, but I'll do a Sacred Flame.
Okay. So you hurl a
Dex.
sacred flame, which it will attempt to dodge.
I don't know why Sacred Flame refuses to use my correct spell save, unlike every other spell, but it's a 19.
Alright, well, he would make the dodge with a 26. Plus 7 to his roll.
Yeah, I know
He
you've
just
told
dives
me it's
backward.
pretty good.
Anything else?
Nah, that'll do me.
Alright, so LJ, you can use your reaction at the beginning of your turn to do something if you want.
Would I know how well Johan's intelligence save is?
Probably not.
Do I know it's better than mine? Well, yeah, it's obviously better than mine, but
There's only one person with one worse than you in the group.
I use my reaction to give my condition to Johan.
Alright, so Johan, you suddenly become incapacitated. Ooh.
Sorry.
As
I'm-
yeah, you're not actually sure what happened, but you suddenly have a really bad headache.
And I will do 3 attacks at this guy.
Okay, suspend your reaction. And
Sure,
go ahead
I
and
will-
do your attacks.
Is there any way I can move for the flank or would I have to overrun?
Aren't
No,
you
that guy's dead,
incapacitated?
so you could just move around him.
Yeah, I move around him. And I will attack him 3 times.
Are you incapacitated?
He's
Was.
not anymore.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, something weird just happened.
Yeah, you just saw him like shake his head, and Johan suddenly stumbled back and grabbed his. Ugh.
That's
I'm getting evil doll vibes.
Yeah.
that's not that's
so-
not with advantage, so that's 22
22 will strike him, slashing him from behind for 13.
for 13.
Okay.
I will attack again.
Yeah, 21 will strike as well, doing another 14 and wounding him. He is now
I can
angry at
use-
you.
I can use some of my combat superiority after I hit, but before dice, right?
Yes, before damage is declared, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Just the
Yeah,
16?
16 will strike as well. Doing another
Oh, another
14. Alright,
and will actually do I will use a second wind as a bonus action.
alright, so your turn ends as you second wind, regaining some health. So Johan, unfortunately, you are incapacitated. However, you do still get to move if you want to. You just can't take actions. Do you want to move? Yes, you get an in save at the end of your turn, and you hear a laughter in your mind that sounds like that voice from the cabinet. You have advantage on this save. As something
least
seems to be assisting you.
Well,
Don't
we
worry,
just,
It's kind of cool, at least.
Right, that's at least a nice part.
What if you gave the condition to somebody who was already suffering from the condition?
double
Um,
incapacitated.
That'd be
Just
interesting
flop
to
on the
find out.
ground.
I wonder if you.
So
redirect
I
to
think
someone who already has
your
that.
sheet should automatically be set to double roll. So you just roll the in save, and we can just take the higher. Yeah, so 17 is enough, and you would drop the effect. So now if you click on the garbage can next to incapacitated on the chat there, it'll get rid of it. That's it for you. This creature...
LJ,
Yeah.
LJ will also say, sorry.
LJ says sorry. This creature turns around towards LJ. He is going to let loose another psychic blast.
Very glad I moved.
So I need, let's see, yeah, 3 of you in saves, DC 15,
I'm already incapacitated, so
or 2 of
Can
you.
I use inspiration to... Is it inspiration advantage or inspiration reroll?
Inspiration gives, well, yeah, inspiration as per, yeah, the normal rules gives you advantage if you want to use an inspiration point.
I will.
You do still have to save, Eldwin, because this will
Yeah.
reset you to 10
oh, okay.
if you fail it.
I rolled 2 successes.
Yeah,
This
so
game
that,
hates me.
so that, oh, well,
Of course.
this time,
Of course.
unfortunately,
Wow.
well, at least you didn't reset to 10, but yeah, the 3 of you would now be stunned. So, Eldwin,
So he's still stunned from the previous one.
or not
Or
stunned,
incapacitated, rather, yeah.
incapacitated, So, Eldwin,
I'm just staying where I am.
save at the end of your turn, which you would make, dropping the effect. Nasira, I assume same, you'll save at the end of your turn.
Yeah. Get him on Veer.
Alright, so you
Oh, did I
as
say-
well drop the effect on Veer.
Let's see. Like, I definitely want to attack him. I'm just trying to figure out what the best way to try and attempt that would be. It may just have to be good old guiding bolt.
Alright. I mean,
I
you could
will-
just use your cantrip if you don't want to use the spell slots.
Yeah, but I know he's got very good dex, and I know he's got very good wisdom, and those are like the 2 cantrips I have.
Does he have very good wisdom? I don't remember.
I don't think it's as good as his dex, but I do remember him getting like a decent numbers on it. And also my wisdom thing is Toll the Dead, which is necrotic damage, which they're resistant to.
Fair enough. Alright, so you're going to blast him?
Yeah, I'll just try and blast him from here to try and get as little cover as possible going.
Alright, so you fire off a shot at him. Yeah, 16 will strike. Yeah.
Yay!
Actually, I just remembered Nasira's in the way. Do you want to move up 1 to get rid of the cover?
If that will remove the cover, then yes.
That
I
will, yeah. If you're adjacent to an ally, they don't offer cover for you.
Okay. I wasn't 100% sure how that would work, so yeah, I will do that.
Alright, so that would be enough then, or else it would have missed, and that puts him to very wounded. Yeah.
And that would be 25 feet. And I'm just gonna move like 1 step back here, just.
Alright, he looks angry at you. Alright, LJ.
I will make a save.
Alright, so you're not using the reaction?
Nope.
Alright, and save.
Combat's almost over, as best I guess. Do I have anything that can do with this? No.
Alright, so you're still stuck, but Johan is up. No longer affected by that weird headache you got. Alright, so you rush forward.
Yeah, that last one's still alive.
Yeah, there's one more. Unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to stealth here because you have cover, but you can shoot at him because you could sneak attack since you have allies next to up. You're going in for a
See what
stab.
that?
Alright, so you come up on the side of this thing, going for a shank. I assume pulling out your dagger, but that was not a good roll, so he will dodge. Anything else? Alright, so
Does
your
it mean
turn.
that's more than one attack?
Not as a rogue.
Oh, okay. my bad.
Yeah, you can bonus action attack if you're dual wielding, but he
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
be
has
able
his
to.
crossbow in his offhand, though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Alright, so this guy, unable to get to Onbeer, is just going to turn around and once again attack LJ. So he does a claw attack. Oh, 26, I believe, will strike you. Doing 11 slashing and 12 necrotic. So 23 total. Unless you have resistance to one of those. He will then do a tentacle attack. 18, I believe, will miss. You throw your shield up, blocking. Because, yeah, incapacitated doesn't do anything to your AC. So that is it for him. Eldwin.
Eat him.
Get him.
I'm going to move around up this side,
Okay.
and then I'm going to take 2 stabs on it. Him, first one, booming blade.
Alright. Ooh, he's gonna dodge that one, even with the flank. Ooh,
Oh.
15 will just hit. So luckily he was distracted by Johan.
Nice.
And 9 piercing. No, he is still up. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Alright. Looks like Nasira, you might get to end this. Yep, 17 will land a punch, shattering his skull. He goes down.
Stomp on that ball a few times for good measure.
Alright. So the enemies have
Was
been
it like 1 HP or something?
defeated. He was very low, yeah. What do you want to do?
Oh, these would have reset. I forgot to actually click for the short rest thing. So, let me do that.
Can't believe you threw my new magic item on the floor, LJ.
Well, he didn't
I go pick
throw
up
it,
this.
he just dropped
I
it.
know, I'm just being a dick.
I go pick that up and the spears.
Okay. So you now have the lantern again. Alright, so things are quiet for now. You don't hear any more screeching. What do you want to do?
Was besides LJ and I, did anyone else get hit?
I'm chill.
Remember to mark yourself
Oh.
if you're missing HP. A couple of you are not at full, but no one looks wounded.
Although you
Right.
guys might want to try and shake that effect off again.
Oh, do
That's
we have
true.
the effect?
Those of you with ones on your color failed your saves, and you are connected once more.
Okay.
Oh, weird question.
Yeah.
Because LJ transferred his effect to Johan.
Yes, so Johan would have gotten that as well. Unfortunately.
And did he keep the effect on him?
Who are you talking about?
Oh yeah, he got re-stunned again anyway, never mind.
Yeah, the second one did take hold. So yeah, the
Yeah,
four
I
of
forgot-
you would have the. I forgot about the transfer. So the four of you would have the link right now. You could feel that this this brain is connected to you.
And we knew that this. I think Eldwin was the one that rolled on this and had some knowledge. But we feel that this connection will give him some sort of edge against us on.
You know, it
should
lets
we-
him see through your eyes. You're not sure what else it lets him do. That's what you were told by the assassin
Yes, we
anyway.
don't- Oh, by the assassin. Okay.
How much
I don't remember,
damage
how much
is it?
was if we sever this?
So out of combat, you can sever this. Hang on, I gotta look it up
3d6?
again.
I'm pretty sure it was 3d6, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
double
we
check.
could-
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
seem to remember that.
Yeah. What was the save?
Yeah, it was. Well, I'll just say it's 10 hit points to sever it, 10 damage.
Okay.
So you have to
What
keep
was the
rolling.
save?
Well, if you're out of combat,
just
it's an
automatically, okay.
in-save, but if you're out of combat, you can just say you take time to sever it.
Okay.
So you can take 10 damage to get rid of this one on you. So yeah, if you want to sever the link, you can just bring up your color again without the one.
Severed the link.
Put the circle back there in your zero.
Yeah, you do want to keep your color just for the threat thing.
Blue is not a color that Nasira would be cut dead in.
Wow.
Well, change it then. You pick no.
I would go over and pick up the broom reins and hand them back to Nasira.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Eldwin and Johan, you're keeping that the link on you.
Can't, like, I don't really want to risk the damage at this point, especially if I get incapacitated again. So yeah.
Worst case, Nasira could always do a little bit of patching up. I don't want to
She's
volunteer you, but
She's already done that for me.
oh, never mind then.
No,
Yeah, it's only once per
yeah.
short rest.
No, I had you do it after the short rest last
Oh,
session.
did you? Okay.
Yeah, Eldwin and LJ are both marked off on your list still.
Right, but that was before I hadn't hit short rest yet. So when we finished the short rest today. So when I first clicked it, it did say that, but then I went ahead and reset it.
Well, we had finished it last session, so maybe you had updated it.
Okay, so it sounded like we finished it this session. All right, then I guess.
No, we had to do some flashback stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So then, who else did I bandage last week?
It looks like Eldwin and LJ.
Okay, all right. I'll put that down then.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
It's like, unfortunately, my detect magic. I lost detect magic. How important do we think we need it? Because we have the lantern.
Yeah, with the lantern, I think we're fine.
Let's just continue. I mean, the lantern won't necessarily reveal magical auras, but I think that with it only lasting 10 minutes, as valuable as it sounds, like, let's just get through this.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Before we
And I will deactivate the Staff of the Adder.
Okay.
before we head out, I will grab a flask of oil out of my bag.
Alright.
Oh yeah, do we want to loot these guys? And then burn them?
Do they?
Burn them definitely, because Padrix did tell us about doing that. Essence collecting. It would take what? 3 minutes to do all 3 yellow?
Yeah, it would take like basically 3 minutes.
So do you guys want to do that?
I feel like we should probably head on because they know where we are.
Still
I'd
burn
rather-
them though.
Yeah, but that
Alright,
won't
so
take
you
long.
spend 3 flasks of oil to burn them, right?
It's a whole flask for each body?
Well, yeah, it's a fairly large body.
Oof.
I mean, I guess you
Okay.
could put them all in a pile, but yeah, usually you'd want to use a whole flask just to liberally, douse them.
How many flasks did we say we had, guys?
2 each, I think.
I didn't take any.
Alright,
Because I have 2 on
so
myself.
I'll say you can spend 2 flasks to burn these 3.
Alright,
Uh,
I'd take it off.
so they
I'll
are
take mine out.
burned.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I know we had a small stash. I don't know if we're going to be able to burn every body if it takes a whole flask for each.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we can do 3 of them with 2 flasks, that's at least a little bit of a
So a
pile them together
nauseating
and
stench
Mhm.
fills this hall as the fire is burning on these things.
gag.
Someone
Um,
just drew a line.
Dead
Oh,
mind
I was trying to
flayer.
move my token, but I didn't realize I had something else selected instead of the pickup
Ah.
tool.
Alright,
LJ, go first. You've got the revealing light.
I'm going until I see a trap.
okay, so you are moving forward down the hall.
We lost like 6 or 8 actions in that combat, guys. So I don't know. I was trying to hold on to my resources so that we're not useless by the time we reach the rain, but at the same time, we can't keep having these skirmishes where we get hit so hard and lose so many actions.
Nasira?
I don't know what to do, guys.
Slow down, Nasira. We want LJ to be in front because he's got the lantern.
Right.
Yeah, when I see a trap, just let me know.
Okay. So
Well, you'd
as
gone
you
in front of
step
it.
there, something reveals itself up ahead in the light of the lantern. Some sort of
Illidan?
glowing symbol. I guess it would be at 30 feet, so 1 back. It looks like the one that went off last time.
Do we have any?
Would I be
You're probably about to ask the same thing. Go for it.
would I be able to make a check to see what kind of symbol or magic it is?
So yeah, give me a Arcana. $24. Yeah, so you're pretty positive it is a symbol spell. It's hard to know what type though. It could be a couple of different ones depending on what the caster chose.
A what spell? A symbol,
A symbol spell. It's the same one that went off last time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
But whatever it is,
What?
it's
No, right.
probably bad.
Right.
Like
Can we trigger it with like something we throw at it, or
Generally, the
create it?
symbol spell will have some kind of triggering condition. The only way you can get rid of it is through dispelling it.
yeah, I mean, I was asking aloud to the party, like if there's some way we could maybe just trigger it
And,
without it.
I'll say with his
Uh,
roll, that's what Eldwin would know.
Oh, okay.
would I know the specifics, like the specifics of the spell, like the spell list, or would I just know the general?
I mean, you'd probably, with that roll, you'd probably know all the different symbols if you want to just look up the spell symbol to see what it does.
Okay.
But yeah, you know the only way to get rid of this is to trigger it or dispel it. It's not something you can just break, because it's actually it's like a delayed blast fireball. It's on some kind of contingency.
Hey, LJ, step back. Step back to us a little bit. I'm gonna pick up one of these skulls and hurl it at the rune.
Alright,
I would
think-
say like, the range is 60 foot.
Oh. Did you say? Okay, so as she lifts the skull, she's like, "Oh, okay."
You say that, and immediately Omnia's just back here.
I don't even expect this to work, guys.
No, I don't either
Omnia
because
ain't risking it.
it's probably. But I'm not gonna risk
so
it.
whatever the
I was just
trigger.
waiting for you all to come up with a better plan, so I'm like just trying. Like Nasira's the non-magic user that's just like, all right, let me try this.
Yeah.
Would it be strength or dexterity to throw the rocks 60 feet?
To throw a rock, yeah, it would be strength.
Oh, well,
Nasira?
all right. Let's see how this
Oh,
goes.
and also you could have Johan try to disable it like the other traps, though it would cost
Oh, okay.
you. What is it?
Is a skull a rock? Is
I
it a
don't think
skull
we've
or-
actually had him disable one of these yet.
Not one of these, but others like this. This one would be
Yeah.
more expensive, though. It would be 700 Maho of Arcane. Because it's a
Uh,
7th
must be
level
powerful.
spell.
Someone check
I'd
the
rather spend components than spell slots, guys.
We have 740.
I assume that this skull just goes skittering across the floor, maybe even cracks a little bit.
Yeah, it wouldn't set this off. There's probably a very
Yeah.
specific thing that sets off this.
I
This-
figured.
I mean, it would be risky for Johan to approach it because, like I said, you don't know what the trigger is. But-
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But
shoot,
he,
okay,
if it didn't go off when he approached it, he could try to disable it.
when we approached the other ones, it happened when we got adjacent to them, didn't it, guys?
I'm pretty sure.
Give me an intelligence check.
That doesn't mean
See
that all
what
of
you
them are
were-
triggered the same way.
I'll say intelligence or investigation to see if you can recognize a
2.
pattern. When she says that, anyone can make it. Eldwin, you think it's when, from what you remember, when the group as a whole got within like a certain radius of it.
So
Oh.
more than one.
So it might have some kind of like group triggering condition. Like within a
We
closer
have-
range, because obviously if the range is 60, then it would have triggered a lot or a lot further back.
Yeah. I just know some effects can go out to 60 feet.
Yeah.
You know, Johan brought up a good point. You know, I never use 4th level spells. But actually, Johan, I think you'll be okay. But I do have that spell at some point. If I feel like I need to do it. Actually,
Love to use
speak.
that on my reckless people in the
You know what?
group that I have
Actually,
cleric.
speaking of which, maybe just quickly, I'm gonna cast Death Ward on LJ.
Okay. So LJ,
About fucking time.
LJ is deathwounded.
Yeah, I kind of forgot I have that sometimes.
Johan's like, could you protect me, Anvir, if I go
No.
do this? And then Anvir immediately protects LJ.
I mean, I can
Who's
do
more
it on you as
likely
well,
than
but
who's more likely to die?
if I probably would have gone to do it, but if Eldwin shares that he thinks if he goes by himself he'll be fine, I probably wouldn't. Because Johan typically stays out of danger pretty well.
Unlock what, Johan?
I think the disarm that you described he might be able to do with components.
Yes, so you do think with 700 components, or 700 Maho of components, Arcane, you could probably attempt. You know the DC would be 17 from what he described.
I don't think he can roll that low.
I don't know what his disable rolls are.
Johan, how much arcane do you have?
Let's just take 700 out the bag and he can
Yeah,
keep
just
whatever
give
he
him
has
all
for
700.
right now. It's
Yeah,
so
I
much
just
We
got
easier.
gave him like 500, but we've had him use a couple of it. Yeah.
I'd take 700 out of the bag.
Okay. So Johan,
Okay. Wow.
Oh,
he
Oh
has
yeah,
650.
we've just been giving him all of it.
That's fine.
all right. So
So you have
Johan,
1350, and we're gonna use 700 now.
so yeah, you have 1350 now, Johan. They just gave you another 700. So you're gonna go up and attempt to disable this.
guidance.
If that's even necessary.
Yeah, again, I don't think he can roll that low, but just in case.
Okay. So you are tiptoeing up there, very nervous.
Oh, I'd give him the lantern, I guess, because he would need it to see the room.
Yeah. So I'll say he has the lantern, that's fine.
It'd be lockpicking tools, right, Luke? He's asking what he's
Yeah,
rolling.
it would be thieves' tools.
To be
Thieves'
thieves
tools,
tools
that's
with
what it's called.
intelligence.
Yeah, you can use intelligence on this. So
Can or needs to, because I know his dex is better.
you can use either. So I would probably use Dex then if your Dex is better. So as you get close to this thing,
Oof.
you would hear a voice in your head. You will not disable my symbol. You were a fool to let me see through your sight. And it goes
Wait,
off.
Oh wait, Johan, did you not do that?
He did not.
I thought we said. Oh no. Aw.
Because I did
it doesn't
ask. And you would be struck by this. This is before you spent your Maho, luckily. But yes, the Elder Brain did see what you were attempting. So it would activate the symbol. I need a saving throw. It would be a con save.
Oh, well.
With the audio difficulties, I mean, I do wonder if he was
Oh, good
aware
roll.
of that.
To be fair, Elwin hasn't got rid of it either.
Yeah, I asked them both. I mean,
Okay.
Johan, did you misunderstand when I asked? I assume you knew what I was when I asked if you wanted to.
Yeah, if it was a decision, that's fine. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure he kind of had the chance to make that decision. Yeah.
Either way, he would have noticed because of
Yeah.
Elwin, but I don't know if it
He
would.
would have seen through my eyes even if he didn't.
Gotcha.
That was the other thing. Yeah, he could have, since one of you had it. So you did make the save, luckily.
Is it a save or suck spell? Please say yes.
No, it's not save or suck. Oh wait,
Oh no.
no, it's not
Is it
save.
I
or
thought
suck.
it was.
No, it's not.
It depends
we
on
don't
which
know what
one.
it
So you would take 24 necrotic damage as a
Oh.
bunch of necrotic energy washes over you. Luckily,
Yeah, it was death.
Luckily, you resisted most of it, and luckily the group was far enough back as it just goes exploding down the hallway. But they are out of range.
Could we tell how much range it did have?
Yeah, I think it was 60 feet, like
What?
you said.
It's singed right in front of your face.
Yeah.
Do you need us to get you out of there, Johan?
Well, he
Well,
looks like winded, not wounded yet, though.
Do we think that these runes regenerate, or that it's spent?
You
That's
think?
nothing.
No,
That's
it's
nothing.
yeah, it went off. The rune's gone. You're pretty sure
this-
it would have to be
you
cast
see-
again.
You see what I mean? This one is much gumption. Much gumption this one has.
I go up to the Gohan and put a hand on the shoulder, just like, thank you.
I think we agree we shake off that effect now.
Yeah, knowing that I'll take the 10 damage.
Okay.
Johan, please let me know if you become winded enough that you seek medical aid.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
to be
you
fair, you have medicine.
and
so-
again, you did not have
Yeah.
to spend your Maho since it went off. So Johan, you would
Okay.
still have your full Maho of arcane components. Just FYI.
I'd still rather spend Maho than spell slots or HP, but look, okay. At least
Alright.
at least we didn't spend both.
Since we're more than halfway, why don't we do a 10-minute break here?
Dude.
Cool.
And just to
It's,
confirm, Johan,
people
are you shaking off that effect?
Yeah, are you going to spend the 10 damage to get rid of the link, Johan?
Because
Elder Brain link.
Onvir is highly suggesting.
Okay.
I think
He
he just
says
yeah.
So go ahead and take 10, and now he looks wounded.
I'm
So,
gonna go ahead and patch you up, Johan. We don't know what we'll encounter next.
I'll let you guys have this. No, the condition has to be transferred to someone who doesn't have it.
It specifies. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't transfer it to Eldwin.
Eldwin.
So you would
The
gain
fact that you-
17.
That's why I asked who has one of the highest how much Johan has. Otherwise, I would have gone for Eldwin.
Well, Eldwin was already incapacitated.
Yeah.
But yeah. Onvir definitely would have given you a look like, oh, we're talking later.
Oh yeah. He has a creepy doll and transferred a condition to someone.
You have a creepy doll who just happens to be D&D Loki.
Yes, and I find that so. Oh my god! I just imagine.
Question:
Because
where
I'm go-
is the doll? Did you put it in your pack, or
It's
are
in
you
his
like
backpack.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm just like
And
picturing
just
it like
realized-
tucked in his belt and like riding along, so we can all like see its creepy little face all the
Yeah,
time.
because I've looked at the photo as well, so now and then he said, but it's just like a doll now, so now I just
Okay,
imagine it's like the chibi version of that photo.
So it's. I just thanks to Nasira. Instead of putting it in my backpack, can I put it on my belt?
Yeah, if you want, you could strap him to your belt.
Also, please
Oh.
don't share the
No.
abilities. I want to just randomly find this
Which-
shit out.
Which picture did
Yeah.
you look at, Anvir? Because there's a living doll and a talking doll.
No, the picture for Ankara.
Oh, I didn't see. Where did? Oh, I guess I should pull
Okay.
it up.
Yeah,
Lou,
now-
I need
now
to
I
send
just-
you a
Oh.
Now I'm just imagining a little chibi version of that hanging off of LJ's belt.
Well, I will say the talking doll
Do not make fun
picture
of me.
is
I'm much more
terrifying.
intimidating when
Living
I'm not a doll.
is not so terrifying, but the talking doll is terrifying. But I don't know that that's the same magical properties as this doll. I think that this is homebrewed.
Oh,
Or-
definitely. I will be right back.
DM, I just sent you a message on Roll20. Whenever you have the chance to look at it.
Okay. We can talk about that.
Okay. It's probably going to be a while before I get there because level's up. Talking dolls are terrifying. Have you not seen Annabelle?
I actually haven't. I'm not a big fan of horror as a genre.
Really? I thought you would
Well,
be.
I'm actually kind of terrible with jump scares. Like if people jump scare me, I've literally like harmed them physically. Like not
So-
intentionally, but like I just like lash out. Like not repeatedly, just like once. Like I flail. My hands will fly out. I'll kick depending on the situation and the positioning. Like yeah. And so I'm not great with jump scares. And my heart is pounding for 30 minutes. So I'm not great with
Could
jump
you-
scares. And the other reason I think I avoid this genre is because honestly, if you turn on the news, or read history, humans do such horrible things to each other already. So a lot of the like slasher type ones just kind of make me anxious and unhappy. So
God
But
damn it, Johan!
it's not that I've never watched horror films and that there aren't good ones out there. I don't necessarily go seek them out.
Have you
Yeah,
seen Saw?
I'm give and take. I'll watch one or two every now and then, but I don't like watch them religiously like some fuck.
I'm pretty sure if I had a movie library and you go look at it, it's pretty much nothing but horror.
Most
That
horror
and every
films-
Avengers film to exist.
Most horror
What'd you say,
films
Lou?
aren't very realistic, so I'm
True.
not
And the
really-
realistic ones, you just kind of sit there like, yeah, I can see this happening.
Well, to
Yeah,
be
but
fair,
what we consider unrealistic in our modern day and age is like far and away more realistic than what like people historically had. And if
I mean,
whether you go
most
back
of
in
the
history,
CGI just looks terrible, right?
True,
Oh, yeah.
true. But
I
just
mean-
like, I mean, if you think about like the way they did staged combat or staged violence historically, you know, they would pull out a red handkerchief to represent blood and stuff. Like we are far more desensitized to gore than
oh yeah,
I don't know if you see real violence, like real violence bothers me. Like if I see a video of something violent happening, like someone gets stabbed or shot, like that really bothers me. But seeing it in the movie does not at all.
Well,
well,
my husband will watch those videos where people like jump off a diving board or jump on a trampoline or do something and they fall wrong or they do something that and everyone's laughing and I'm like, oh my god, are they okay? Like I hate watching that stuff.
so like America's funniest home videos type shit.
Well, some of them are just silly and you know the person's okay. But some of these videos I've seen him watching, like that people find hilarious. Like there is no context for me to know, but that fall, like that could have broken a bone, that could have killed a person. Like, what? Are you sure they're okay before you laugh? You know, and not that my husband is like, you know, wishing harm on anyone. He just likes those those types of videos where you know someone
What dog
you
type
know,
humor?
F's up and like you know their friends laugh at them and as long as they're not hurt I'm sure yeah that's fine but like I'm always never sure like sometimes there's falls and things that like look really harsh. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, most
Yeah.
horror is just jump scares anyway. It's not very good. I much prefer the creepy horror, like slow burn horror, like that builds
Yeah.
over time. Like
Like the
anything
mindfuck
Michael
stuff.
Flanagan has done is amazing. That he can do
Which
no
ones are
wrong.
those?
Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, Fall of House Usher, a
Gotcha.
bunch of Netflix stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
Midnight Mass
I know that I
is
think I would
really
probably
really good.
like some of the I guess thriller I guess would be the genre. I know that horror and thriller kind of overlap in a lot of places, but I think I do like the
think
things
it's
that are kind of
Michael
like a
Flanagan.
mind game. You know, those can be really interesting. So I'm sure I'd like a lot of them. I just never
Yeah,
know
like-
which one.
Like I said, the jump scare stuff is like, it's like startling, but it's like I don't know, it's kind of boring to me. I'd much prefer like something creepy. I would highly recommend Midnight Mass if you've never seen it. That is like extremely creepy, a little disturbing too, but not jump scare. It's like
Okay,
it's just like hair stand up type of horror.
gotcha.
More psychological thriller.
And if you are Catholic, there's a whole other level of that movie because it basically is a lot of like Catholic mass stuff.
And what was the name of it again?
Midnight Mass. It's on
Midnight
Netflix.
Mass.
Or Haunting of Hill House if you haven't seen that. That was his
I've
first
heard of that one.
Yeah.
Johan was asking like Shutter Island.
What do you mean like Shutter Island? Like the creepiness?
I think he's. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, Shutter Island was pretty creepy. That was
Like slow creepy.
Yeah, it was wasn't that more of like a thriller? I guess it was kind of a horror movie as well. Cuz yeah, it's like there's kind of the twist in that one.
There's only one true answer to what the best horror movie is.
Yeah, it's Cabin in the Woods.
No, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's not horror.
But
How did I
good
know
ones.
that's what you were gonna say?
Cabin in the Woods
That
is
counts.
good, but I wouldn't say it's the best horror movie.
Despite the name, I don't know that it actually fits in the genre of most horror
like,
slasher.
what if-
It's
John
comedic
Like-
horror.
Yeah.
That is such a Joss Whedon horror movie. It's like
No, Eldwin.
he just
Sorry.
has to put quippy dialogue in anything he makes.
I have seen a few of the Halloweens, but I couldn't tell you which ones. I had a friend in high school that made. So Johan was putting Michael Myers and Halloweens in the chat, and I did have a friend in high school who had me watch several of those, and you know they were kind of predictable and you know fun
Well-
in that sense, and that they were a little silly. But honestly, like there were still jump scares and not a ton, but it was fine. It was
It's
fine,
funny, like-
but
Yeah, well, I mean, Michael Myers, I think, was one of the original slasher movies. And then Halloween ripped
It wasn't
off
the
Michael Myers.
original. It wasn't the original slasher, but
That was one
his
of them.
movie was the reason why slasher came into the forefront.
Yeah, it popularized it. And then everyone else
actually
ripped
really
off
normal.
Halloween.
yeah. There's a lot of things in pop culture where someone did it first and just the world wasn't ready and it didn't take off, and then someone else does it a little while later, and not just in the film industry, but like I feel like that's there's a lot of things throughout history where that's the case.
Like
Yeah.
most people
who did
think-
zombie movies.
Yeah, Michael Myers. That's Friday the 13th was like it's classic. Like it's really good.
Yeah,
I actually
the most-
do like zombie movies. I do like zombie movies, and again, there can be jump scares, but I actually did. There are a lot of fun zombie movies.
Oh, yeah.
Most people think the first slasher movie would be Psycho.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Probably.
There's a debate online, but
I mean,
it's
I'm
mainly
sure there
Psycho.
were probably ones before that, but probably not as like well known.
Well known.
That was
First
probably
popular.
yeah.
Yeah, first popular.
Probably
But
freaked
Halloween
people out
the-
back then.
There's
But
so
yeah,
many
how-
weird facts about that movie.
Yeah.
Like how
Like, it-
apparently in the film, like the version that you see, the shower stabbing scene, they lost the prop knife, so it's just a guy holding a TV remote.
Is it a TV remote? I thought we'd see the blade. It's been a really long time since I've seen that, and they
Well, I
may have
think
even
you see it in one shot. I know. I don't know about when he's actually stabbing because you see the shadow.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So
the
you don't
shadow
think-
scene. It's the
Oh,
shadow
that's
scene.
right. It's the shadow. That's what it is. Because I
So
remember
you-
the like up and down motion of the repeated stabbing,
Yeah.
but like I obviously it was like a cut, so we didn't see her in the same frame as the stabbing motion.
And like the
Yeah,
blood is
exactly.
chocolate syrup.
Are you, so
Well, 'cause
So you're
why would you
saying-
need
It's
it to be
black
red
and
when it
white,
was black
so,
and
yeah.
white?
Exactly.
yeah, so
I think
you're
that's
saying
actually
that
kind of fun, the ways they were creative before they had a lot of the stuff we
Oh, yeah.
do now. You know.
Oh,
So
look into how they made Star Wars. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. There's some really creative workarounds they did for so many of those old movies that they didn't have the digital stuff we have
So-
now.
you're saying that
Well,
to make
they-
someone breathe chocolate milk or chocolate syrup, you just have to stab them with the TV remote.
Yeah,
Jesus.
pretty much. But yeah, no, the ingenious thing with Star Wars is how they move the camera with the models. Because before that, it was just like you have a little ship on a string floating past the camera, and it looked terrible. But like in that one, they actually like moved the cameras in a way so it looked like it was actually, a real ship.
It's amazing what they did.
Oh, it's like magic.
I'll give Lucas credit for his creativity with the special effects, not as much as his
Oh, yeah.
writing, but he's definitely a really
Like-
good special effects guy.
The
Yeah.
most hotly debated topic is who shot first.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Is
to be
that-
fair,
is
the
that-
core of the story, like, when you say that he's a bad writer, like, the core of the storyline of what happened throughout, like, episodes 1 through 6, were Lucas's story, right? It's just that the dialogue and the directing and stuff maybe weren't always ideal.
He needs people to rein him in. Like, have you ever heard like what his original ideas for like C-3PO and Luke Skywalker were? Like,
I
Nope.
think over the years I've
C-3PO was
heard
like a
some-
used car salesman, and Luke Skywalker was some kind of like junkie guy. Like I forget, but it was like you listen to some of the like interviews with like Lawrence Kasdan and them. They're like, we had to tell Lucas, you need to chill out. These are bad ideas.
Yeah, no, I definitely wish he had brought in more people for the prequels to like more creative minds to temper
Yeah.
and
Like,
run
he-
with things. But
He's an ideas
yeah.
guy. You need someone to be like, no, George, we can't do that. Like, I think he wanted to make one of the Indiana Joneses, like a haunted house Indiana Jones, like the third one, I think. He was
oh, it's
like, how
probably
about...
the second one, right? No.
No, I think it was the third one, and Spielberg just
alright.
kiboshed it. He's like, nope, not doing that, George.
Like, nope,
I
that's
loved the
dumb.
third one.
Next
The third
idea.
one the third one might be my favorite. It was
Yeah,
so good.
Crusade was good. But yeah, he's very out there. Like he has a lot of crazy ideas, but yeah, you need to he needs some temper.
Like no bras in space.
He needs someone to reel him in.
Like Jar Jar Binks.
God.
But he's iconic now. See, some of his crazy ideas worked.
Anyway,
I will say when the sequel series came out, the Sith Jar Jar memes were hilarious to me.
I mean, technically, Jar Jar is responsible for the Empire because he helped.
I've heard that whole theory.
He was the deciding vote.
Yeah.
He's just acting like a buffoon, but really he's like
He was a plant. Palpatine knew what he was doing. He's like, yes, Jar Jar, vote for me.
Get this idiot in charge.
He single-handedly destroyed the Empire because he's clumsy. All right, we all ready? Everyone back?
Leo said he was stepping away, so I don't know if he's back yet.
All right. Well, we could probably get going. So, what do you want to do?
To the door!
I assume you're just going to go up to the door.
Just
Do
real
you
quick.
think that there's something going on here?
I was about to say, is that the same as the things below us?
It
Yeah,
looks
didn't
like
people
a
run that way?
sacrificial area of some kind because there's a bunch of blood
Okay,
coming
it doesn't
out
look like a passage.
I mean, you could go investigate it if you want, but no, it doesn't look like
Yeah.
a door.
Because I remember two of the Mind Flayer vampiric ones running up here when I turned them, actually. But that could have just been because they were trying to get away from me.
Yeah, those ones that disappeared ran through the door over here.
Oh, did they? I thought they ran up here for some reason.
No, there were some that started up there when you first came around, but yeah, when you turned them, they ran to the...
I mean, I would go up there and take a closer look, but I wouldn't physically investigate. I would just peer around.
Give me a investigation or perception check.
That's what I was hoping you would say.
If I see Nasira doing that, then I'll help her investigate.
So you, as you're looking through these really creepy looking skull carvings in the wall, you would notice that in one of the mouths of the skulls is a dagger.
I'd look to Eldwin. I'd be like,
Like, I can't tell if it's magic right now, but
Does it look fancy, Lou?
It looks like something you'd use for a ritual sacrifice.
But not particularly well made or fancy or anything like that stands out as interesting.
It's hard to say just by looking at it.
Okay. Can I?
Johan's showing interest.
It does
Can I
have
take
a
out a
bunch of blood on
handkerchief?
it.
Can I take out a handkerchief and pick it up without touching it?
Yes, though you're not sure, if a handkerchief will do you much good, but...
She just doesn't want to touch the blood, that's all.
Oh,
And then
well, yeah.
I drop it in. I go back to LJ and drop it in the bag of holding. This may be nothing, but we can investigate later.
So, give me a wisdom
no.
save.
Okay.
this is why we don't touch things.
Okay, handkerchiefs are not sufficient. That's
Not
what we've learned.
You need a
Sufficient,
magic.
way to protect yourself from touching items.
You need a magical
Is
handkerchief.
it
Got it.
wisdom?
I used a thin piece of cloth. This should not affect me.
Yeah, he did
It was
say
a
Well, I
wisdom
only said
save.
that because I was looking at her inventory and she didn't have like a blanket or anything, so like thicker. So
Ooh. So something about this dagger, just you really like it. You don't think you want to put it in any bag. You think you should keep it in your hand.
Veer, would you clean this off for me? This looks really interesting.
Do I see a shift in attitude at all with my passive insight?
She's studying it really closely. Like she looks pretty fascinated by it.
I mean, maybe she just likes it. But yeah, she give me an insight check, I guess.
Thank you.
I was totally only grabbing it so we could give it to Johan if it was interesting.
I mean, her sudden fascination could be an indication of something bad, but you don't know for sure.
Can you get the blood off? Can you do your little, hand wavy clean thing?
I can.
Thank you very much.
prestidigitation.
So,
Alright.
so I
Yes.
now have a clean. I now have a clean dagger.
You now have a clean sacrificial dagger.
Hold on,
Alright, so-
yeah, I don't know. Like, you said I definitely feel like she's different, though, right?
You feel like she's definitely enamored with this thing suddenly.
She's turning it to and fro and watching the flames of the eyes around the skeleton eyes around us. Watching those flame eyes like kind of gleam off the dagger blade.
I'm
She
wondering.
flourishes a little bit.
Since I also have an artifact that I cannot unattune to, can I see if it's the same thing for Nasira?
How would you see that?
I mean, I don't think she attuned to it.
Yeah,
Not all
she's just
curses
holding it.
immediately attuned to you.
Won't take it. Yeah, never mind then.
Would Onvi
You just-
have any knowledge of these kinds of like? Because me, I know what's going on, but would Onvi have any knowledge of these kinds of things?
Probably not.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I don't want to do something just because I know it.
Unless you've
What it
experienced
is.
it in game, you probably wouldn't. The first thing wouldn't be like, "Oh, she's cursed." You probably would just be like, "Oh,
And
she likes the
she's
knife."
oblivious to y'all, and she's like, "We're heading, we're going forward, right? Come on."
I'm
let's go."
definitely keeping an eye on her because, like, the person who is like so shrewd about everything is all of a sudden like, "Please clean this for me."
Alright, so as you approach
Honestly, I
this,
think Nasira probably asks you for that a lot because she kind of grew up in fine living, and we're kind of roughing it. So she's probably like, "Hey, can you clean this off?" Or "Hey, I'm not feeling so fresh." I feel like she asks you for that a lot, even though we don't roleplay it out very often.
That's honestly, that's actually a fair assessment. I imagine a few of you do.
I think I've only actually done it a couple times in session, but I feel like she would probably take advantage of that anytime you will be willing.
Oh yeah.
alright,
Every
so
time I'm cleaning
this
myself after combat, he cleans you too.
large door has a bunch of strange markings on it. Does anyone speak deep speech?
No, we've definitely had this conversation before when
Alright.
the warlock was talking.
So
Oh,
yeah,
I feel like the guy
you-
that just left us might have, but
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
But
You didn't know
yeah,
that.
you do not know what this says. What do you want to do? Looks like it might be locked, but obviously the only way to know is to try to open it.
I will say, before that happens, I will say in my head, do you know what this says?
we don't have the bond.
I link to his
Oh,
thing.
gotcha. You're not
This
okay.
is, I can sense you all, but I don't see exactly. Remember, he couldn't see what you wrote on the paper.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He says, I don't know much about this place they've kept me, but any place could be where the brain resides, so caution.
Checking for traps.
Okay, so you take a look for traps. That's a perception check. Nope, you don't think there are any traps.
Johan, I think it's completely safe. I think this door is completely safe for you to look at. Just to confirm, it is locked, isn't it?
So if you try to open it, it does not open.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And just to confirm, did you take the link off you, Eldwin? Because I still see a 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, just
I did.
re-click the red dot, and that should get rid of it. There you go.
Oh, it's also a bit late, but I just hovered over Eldwin. Did he do a search thing for his spell earlier?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna ignore that since the guy's in the background for now.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
sure we're gonna
No,
still
that
do
makes
that
sense.
storyline, so we'll just
Uh,
ignore that for now.
That is fair.
Yeah, I still have it on him just to remind me. So Johan, what are you gonna do? Are you picking it? Oh, apparently he is. So there is a click, and you believe the door is now unlocked.
Looks like he's stepping aside for LJ to open it.
Yamal might want to step back, not to the side.
Okay, are you opening the door?
Once everyone gets back, because we don't know what's on this.
Okay.
I mean, we know the door itself isn't trapped, so. but
No,
From
but
behind, it
was
could-
on the other side could be.
yeah.
Alright, so just let me know when you are opening it.
When Johan steps back.
So LJ kind of motions for Johan to get back a little.
And bump.
Alright, so you walk up to the door, pushing them inward. Immediately,
Oh, there it is.
Hi.
you would see a very large and creepy looking room, and in the center of it, floating above a bunch of tentacles, is a giant pulsing brain.
The moment I see that, I close the door.
Well, at this point, we would need initiatives.
This is gonna be fun.
Here, I was like thinking we were gonna have to
go.
plow through like a few more fields of the vampiric mind flayer zombie things.
Yeah, I didn't realize
Oh,
we're this
wait.
close to him.
I have advantage.
I had a sneaking suspicion he might be, but I wasn't
Oh.
sure.
Oh, okay, that's already with advantage.
And also, since you have the lamp in your hand, you would see a couple of other things.
Oh no. I'm glad
Oh.
I gave that
Not
to him
nice.
now.
Not nice that there's other things, but nice that we have the lantern out.
Let's see.
What doom do I see?
I think you need to redo your initiative, Nasira. You're not on the thing.
Oh,
So
am I
there
not?
are a bunch of symbols in this room.
No.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see Nasira.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
there you
I unclicked and re-clicked my token and rolled it again.
Alright, so the first thing to
Do I need to
happen...
change it to the original roll?
No, you're fine. The first thing to happen would be Anvir's turn. As the door opens, you would hear in your minds, step forward. You shall be my slaves. Anvir, what are you gonna do?
No. Prepare for worst case scenarios. So I'm going to cast immediately Circle of Power. Because I have a feeling saving throws are inevitable in our future.
Okay. Oh, and also... have to roll for something else. Alright.
No, you don't. I don't think. No, I'm kidding. And then I shall. Here's the thing. I'm scared to stay within a radius of those ruins, but I also don't want to move too far away that I'm not being useful.
Yeah.
I will just stay where I am.
Alright.
And that will be all.
No actions?
Well, that is the action to cast that spell.
Okay.
Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll move a little bit forward. Yeah, and that's it, though.
Alright. So it is going to screech and target. Well, actually, yeah, I guess it would be. So you see it glow for a moment as a bunch of psychic energy fills the area. All of you would hear like screeching in your minds, but specifically Eldwin. It is targeting you as the screaming coalesces, and I need a charisma save.
Well, that's not very fun.
At advantage if it's a
DC.
spell or magical effect.
DC 18.
Oh boy.
Just
Let's roll.
Just roll
a
that 19. Yeah.
Oh,
God.
So that
I have
is
a very
gonna
bad feeling.
fail. So you are just anchored by the sheer will of this thing. You can't leave your current space.
It's my.
So you basically just can't move out of this space. But you can repeat the saving throw each turn. So that is it for the Elder Brain's lair. The Elder Brain itself goes now.
Oh God.
So it is going to use. What's it going to do? Sorry, there's a lot of abilities. Give me a moment.
That's just what you want to hear.
So would that mean so I'm unable to move right now?
Well, you're not. So you can move, you just can't leave that space. If that
Okay,
makes
'cause
sense.
You can still
I was
take
just asking
action.
because if I was unable to move technically, then I would lose the cloak.
Yeah, so you can still move, just not out of that space. So, okay, it's not going to do any of those. So I think for its turn, it is just going to... Yeah, let's see. Do this. So, 3 of you, as the screeching continues in your mind, which would be LJ, and Johan and Eldwin. You are targeted by the Brain's Mind Blast, so I would need an int save, DC 18.
Yeah.
Advantage?
Yeah, if it's
Okay.
it would be advantage because of your circle.
Fuck.
Oh.
All right. So 2 of you failed. So the screeching in your mind intensifies, those of you who failed the save. And you would take 42 psychic.
Fuck.
5d10. He
and
rolled
be-
real good on that.
And be stunned for 1 minute.
Oh,
Can
Yeah,
he
that was
repeat the
literally
save
like-
or just stunned?
Well, you get to... Let me see. Yeah, you can repeat the save at the end of each turn. Same as the usual stun.
Do I know what save it is?
It's an int save.
I will use my reaction to give it to Eldrin.
Alright, Eldwin, you become stunned.
Oh.
haha! What the?
Oh my.
Sorry.
So Eldwin and
Yeah.
Johan, you are both stunned because you failed to save. And Johan also looks very wounded at this point. The one creature in here is going to come screeching forward, dashing up to engage, and then ending its turn. Nasira.
Oh my word. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do anything for Eldwin or...
Oh, and that would establish connections with the 2 of you.
What is
Though it does not seem to establish one for you. For some reason, the
What?
redirect did not establish the connection.
Do I need to take off this on Shan? There's one on me.
No, that's on you now because he did his... even though you transferred it, it would have established the connection on you.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Alright, so you come running up to that thing.
Oof. Yeah, I don't want to leave Under's aura. I guess I will start punching this thing, because we certainly don't need an extra thing running around while we're contending with this brain.
Okay, so you
I
begin
feel so
punching it.
helpless when I don't have options, like when I'm just Marshall and all I can do is smack.
Well, smacking can help. You can stun things, remember. I don't see you doing that much.
True. It's just that every
It's-
time I've tried, they succeed on the save, and I just have so few key.
If it has a high con save, it's more likely to succeed, but yeah, it would kind of depend.
Have we seen high con from these guys in our experiences so far?
I don't know if you've targeted their con. You've mostly been hitting their dex and, like, wisdom.
All right, for Crusher, I'd like to move him here. Trying to bring him towards us to hopefully wall up on him.
Okay. Then you step back as well. Do you, like, roundhouse kick, sending him south?
Let's try the stunning strike.
Alright, so you spend a key point. He will make a con save.
There it is.
Oh, he
Yeah.
fails. His con save is
Nice.
+4.
Okay.
So
Ooh.
he does become stunned. Blech.
All right, so I'll use the second attack.
It's not with advantage.
Yes, this would be an
Yeah.
advantage because he's stunned. So 10 more points of bludgeoning.
And I'll flurry
Acha.
and do 2 more attacks.
Alright, 27
Oh.
will strike.
Good advantage, nice.
Another
You
10.
crit, wasn't it? Oh no, it's not paralyzed.
Yeah, it's just stun. Yeah, 19 will strike again for another 6. He is now badly, well, he's wounded.
And
Anything
I'll move
else?
I'll move here to allow a flank, and then I think that's all I can do. The only extra damage I can do is necrotic, and I know that's useless against them, so that's my turn.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading something.
Words you don't want to hear from your DM.
I know, right?
Alright, so suddenly you feel a horrible pain within your head, LJ, as there is a pulse of psychic energy as the brain does a legendary action. And you and Nasira will take 7 points of psychic damage as the connection flares up and he bursts a bunch of energy from you. And that was a legendary he used.
Well, that's annoying.
So that is it for Nasira's turn. LJ.
As much as I don't want to move close, I'll move here to get the flank
Okay.
and attack.
All right. So one thing I will say, Eldwin, since you have a view of these, you don't think they're symbols like the symbol spell. These are something else, but they were invisible. So yeah, you have a flank. Yeah, 31 will definitely strike him, doing 12 points. So 22 will strike again, slashing downward for another 9. And yeah, 30 will strike again, doing another crosscut for 11. And this guy is badly wounded.
And I will stay right where I am.
All right.
Wait, is
Yeah.
it? What action is it to take out a poison and put my weapon in it?
To coat your weapon in poison, I want to say is a bonus action.
I am 90% sure it's an action. I'll double check.
Is it an action?
There
All
are
right.
I've had some DMs rule bonus action for coating with poison, but I don't know if that's a house rule or if that's you know.
I know.
Applying the poison
raw
makes an action.
Okay, yeah, it is an action. So at the or anything else you're doing?
Yeah, no, that's it. Since action.
All right. So at the end of your turn, Johan, you get a terrible headache as psychic energy pulses from you, And you, Nasira, and Anvir would take 7 points of psychic damage. As you hear the
He's
screams.
gonna nickel and dime us to death.
As that connection flares up again.
Give
So
me
it's like
one
a 10-foot radius.
It looks like, well, I guess you couldn't see the energy, but it seems like it is. You could probably deduce by who's getting affected, because those 3 would like squirm basically as the energy hits them.
I immediately yell, "Nobody get within 10 feet of me!"
And I would need a con save from you, Anvir.
I did it.
Oh, okay. So that's it for LJ's turn.
Wait, what was the rationale about 10 feet?
He seems to be psychically pulsing people with a connection to him.
Because Eldwin didn't get hit.
I'm 15 away, so,
Yeah.
and I was fine.
So
We're hurting each other if we have a connection with the brain?
within 10 feet, he can. He seems like he's using legendary actions to do that.
Okay, and LJ was 5 feet closer to me when I ended my turn, and that happened. That 5 that I took then, is that what that was from?
Yeah. So
Before LJ
Johan,
moved
you
up
took
one.
7, and Nasira, you took 7 as well. Just FYI from that.
I did, yeah.
All right, Eldwin, your turn.
I'm stunned.
Okay, so you get a save at advantage as you hear the laughter of the doll. Yep,
At least it's
you.
helping.
Hey.
So you are no
Nice.
longer stunned.
Do I get a save against whatever rooting me?
Yes, that is a charisma save.
Oh boy. Really
Yes,
could have used
I
that
think
20.
that's with advantage.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right, so you'd make that as well. So you're no longer rooted. Johan.
I think more or less. Yeah. Just to clarify, I think more or less everything we're rolling for saving. throws
Yeah,
is
because of
okay.
your energy, at least for now. You haven't
Yeah.
lost your ability yet, so you are giving them.
He's
all
like, for
saves.
now, I'm coming for you.
For now, yet. Very specific word
Alright.
choices.
So just FYI on Veer, and I'm going to mark. So this is the mark you use when you're below 1/4, Johan, because you are very wounded, and he would see it.
Oh
Like,
shit.
You're
I
bleeding
forgot
out
to
your
do-
eyes, your ears, your mouth. There's so much psychic damage has been hitting you. You're like,
What is it for half now?
half heart.
Oh, there's also.
All right. Do you have a more powerful potion than the potion of healing? Because that only heals for the 2d4. Or do you just have the normal potion?
Is he stunned from the mind blast?
He's not. No, Johan is not stunned.
Oh.
No, he. I thought he. No, he failed, didn't he?
He failed, yeah.
Oh, I think you're right.
We both
He just didn't
failed,
mark
and I
himself.
transferred it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
we both failed,
actually-
and I transferred mine to Eldwin.
Yeah, you would have been stunned from that, Johan. So you would have to just save at the end of your turn to try to drop it. Sorry about that. Yeah, when he blasted you with that initial big shot, like that would have stunned you. Alright, so unfortunately you would still be stunned. New round on Veer.
Seeing how low Johan is, I will.
Run.
No. I will take a step forward.
Mm.
And do a. God damn it, Johan. I will do a 4th level cure wounds on him.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, big one.
Alright, so
Oh,
Johan
nice.
is flooded
Good
with
rolls,
healing
actually.
energy, gaining 31.
That's really good.
Yeah, all of those were above a 5 or above. I will then take. I don't want to be close to the Elder Brain, but also I want LJ to be able to attack and benefit from my saving throws.
Keep in mind the Elder Brain is currently floating 20 feet in the air. Just FYI. He's not on the floor.
In that case.
So you have
So-
to have a way to get up to him.
So while I went, because I was considering, I wanted to be a certain distance away from him just because I'm terrified of the bastard. So I've got to consider the fact that he's 20 feet up as well.
Yes. So you're a little bit further from him than the
Okay.
measured distance. And Johan, now that you're above 1/4 health, you would be the half heart. Just FYI.
Then I will move up to here.
Yeah.
Test fate.
Oh.
And for my action, no, wait, cure wounds is an action. I did the wrong one. I should have done healing word. Oh well.
You wouldn't have rolled so well.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
because I was
true.
gonna do channel divinity. I was gonna do Twilight Sanctuary.
Yeah, that could have been useful.
Yep.
But I have to wait unless you have an action surge or something.
No, I am not a fancy multi-class. I just exist.
Alright,
That will be all for me. I don't really have any bonus actions.
Alright, the layer goes.
Oh no.
What's the layer gonna do?
Nice
Not
this
again.
turn? So, there is a flash of energy. Well, you see the Elder Brain start to cast something.
I think that's a cue for you, Eldwin.
Yeah, I was just checking the distance. Like, so it's actually casting. It's not like
Yes,
an ability.
It's casting
Alright,
something.
I will
Actually-
attempt to counterspell it.
I think you might be out of range because I measured myself at
Oh,
it.
right. He's
Remember,
20
he's
feet
20
up.
feet up, yeah. So he is casting, since no one can counter it.
No, the closest person is LJ, and I measured myself taking into consideration being further than 60.
It is.
LJ then pulls out amulet of counterspell.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I just need to look something up. So suddenly there is a flash of energy, and a wall of force appears around Eldwin.
Hmm.
You.
You bastard.
Screw that guy in particular.
Wow.
I just realized we probably need to get LJ a ring of spell
LJ is in a
storing.
glass case of emotion. Anyone know where that's from? Anyone?
I actually don't know.
Okay. So that is it for the Elder Brain's layer action. So he's concentrating on that. Now for his action, because he's a cheater, he gets to go again.
Why did I move next to the Mind Flayer? I just noticed that.
I mean, he
I
is
was wondering
stunned.
the same thing.
He's going to attempt to recharge what he just used, which he does not. So,
Aha.
so he is going to. Oh, actually, I guess he can.
Oh, that's Anchorman.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't think he can do anything else right now. Yeah, he's going to take the dodge action. Because, yeah, he didn't recharge, and he can't use his... Oh, wait. Can he do this? No, he can't. You guys are too far away. So, yeah, he is just going to take the dodge action, as he is attempting to recharge some of his psychic energy. Wow, wow, wow. So that is it for his turn. The vampire is stunned. Nasira. So he becomes unstunned now, right? Start of your
I think
turn?
it might be the end of my turn,
Is
but
it
you
the
know,
end?
it might be the beginning. Let me check here.
It might be the end. I think he's stunned till the end of your next turn.
Yeah, that's why Sunstrike is so
Yeah,
powerful.
So you do have... he is still stunned till the end of this turn. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna kick him in the gut.
Alright, do a flying kick. 17 will strike.
Why did that sound so cutesy? I want to get it.
Right, in the gut. So yeah,
Didn't
17 will hit on the second strike as well. Oh, and that is just enough. he goes down.
Okay. I am going to try and spread us out a little bit. I'm gonna risk getting closer and go over this way.
Oh, sorry. You should be able to control.
And you can let me know if there's something that stops me.
Nothing so far.
And is this real fire or magically illuminated something?
It's just like a light coming off the floor.
Is it like a... I'm sorry, say again?
It's a light, like a light spell, you would assume.
Oh, light spell.
It's
Okay.
kinda like
all right. So
lighting up
not
this
like
place.
a torch or a lit fire. Okay, yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a lot of bonus actions unless I'm standing next to somebody that I'm wailing on. I mean, I'll activate the Staff of the Adder in case I need it later, and that's all I got.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading something.
Anvir,
I mean,
circle around
yes.
the other way, but don't leave Anvir's... Or, I'm sorry, LJ, circle around, but don't leave Anvir's aura. But let us not stay close to one another. Don't know yet what these runes do.
People call it my real name. People call it my character name.
Oh, sorry, I think you being AJ and him being LJ, like, you know.
Oh no, I'm just
Alright.
being a douche. I
I've
don't
literally-
actually take that.
I'm-
So
If you look in the top left, I put in LJ, not LJ. LJ, not AJ.
there is a
Oh,
pulse
boy.
of
LJ, not-
energy from
There
LJ,
is a little
not
dragon as
AJ.
my...
You
the
and
dragon is now my
Anvir
way.
would take
Damn it, I did it to myself.
5, 6, 7, 8 points of psychic damage as he
Who?
pulses again. You pulse again from your link, and you and
I'm good. I'm good.
just managing to hold it.
How much again?
8 points of psychic. And that's it for Nasira. LJ.
I get. Do I want to get that close? No. I get right here,
Mhm.
and item interaction. Pull the drow poison out of my bag. I don't even know if it's going to do anything, but pull it out of my bag and coat my weapon.
Okay, as your action, you coat your sword.
Yes.
I assume you dropped the lantern there.
Oh yeah. I
Okay.
forgot to take it all, but I dropped the bath there.
Alright, so you
Once,
coat your
combat begins.
sword in drow poison. Anything else?
That would be it.
So at the end of your turn, Johan,
Okay.
you're gonna pulse with energy.
I did it
You
to myself,
You
really.
perfectly
Yeah.
spaced yourself.
8
Between
points
both
of
of them.
8 points of psychic to Johan and the Anvir.
Mine, you can
Okay.
save. Nice.
It's a
Hey,
good thing
thank you,
have.
Warcaster.
Yeah. So Eldwin, you are free,
Ah.
but unfortunately trapped in this thing.
Just put me in a little cage.
Glass case of emotion.
Before I try anything else, do the 3 symbols look like they're the same thing, or are they like 3?
They are
symbols?
3 different symbols.
All right. I guess to start, can I use my bonus action to try and discern what that symbol might be?
Sure, give me an Arcana. You think it's some kind of protective symbol, but you can't, you don't know exactly what it does.
All right. I have to look at the range of something. Feet, I can't. All right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to attempt to Misty Step out of this. I think I can. Yeah, it's
okay.
wall of force, not force cage, right?
All right. So you attempt to Misty Step, and where are you trying to Misty Step to?
I am going to Misty Step to. Let's see what's 30 feet. I will go right here.
All right, you can
Uh,
indeed pass through, so you poof back into an area where you are not in a wall of force.
I will then use my action because I can't get any closer to uh, firebolt the Elder Brain.
All right. Okay.
Why did I do
So
that?
go
That's
ahead, do a spell attack. Fire off a
Hold on, I'm trying to figure
firebolt.
out why I did. Being weird. Give me a second. Oh,
Oh, all right. No, that is going to miss. Anything else?
that will be my turn.
All right. So at the end of your turn, there's another pulse of psychic energy from Johann, dealing 12 points of psychic damage to Johann and
You put
Anvir.
yourself into this.
I didn't say I was blaming him. I'm just very upset about it.
I think he's more upset at himself.
Yeah.
I have lost so much HP standing here.
You've gotten hit by that like 4 times, so yeah.
Alright, so that's it for Eldwin. Johann, unfortunately, still stunned, but you can make an in save. If you have inspiration, an inspiration point, you can spend
Well,
it
it'd be
to...
advantage anyway, right?
Oh, right, you have your thing going, so never mind. Yeah, you can just roll into advantage. I believe in you.
God,
If you have any story points, though, you can re-roll it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh!
23. Alright, so at the end of your turn, you do manage to
Johann,
end the
finally.
stun.
Please tell me there's not
Unfortunately,
another pulse.
it is at the end of your turn. Well, that'll depend on how well he rolls on his recharge. So Johann's turn ends. Anvir, top of the round.
No, I mean his like legendary action pulse that he kept doing that kept hitting me.
Oh, true.
First things first, immediately, I'm not 5 feet within 10 feet of anybody.
For now.
For now.
For now.
Action, Twilight Sanctuary, because I feel like everybody is taking lots and lots of chip damage.
Okay.
Man,
So
we-
you put up your starry, and I don't know if Johann has seen this before, so maybe you want to describe it.
I think maybe once, but I can't remember if I described it. But like, more or less, literally, a sight that Johann would have never seen in his life, which is just a beautiful starry night, just kind of starts to radiate out from Anvir.
Even though you haven't seen a night or a starry
living
night.
underground, you probably have never seen the stars, so this might be quite beautiful to see. Now, is that the same radius as your thing that you got going?
Yep.
All right, so we'll just say that's for both. So that's your action. Anything else?
Bonus action. We've already just like. Is there any roll I could do to discern exactly what these do? I'm not sure.
You could spend a bonus to do another. What's it called? Like Arcana.
I don't have Arcana. I wasn't sure if I could use Religion or not, because that's kind of my more spellcasting focus based thing.
These are definitely more arcane effects than religious.
Yeah. Would I need to be trained, or?
You could just make an attempt if you want, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really have any bonus actions I can do, so I'll give it the college go.
All right. So similar to what Eldwin got, you think those might be some kind of protective runes?
But nothing specific.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't know anything specific about them.
That is fine, and I am good to end my turn like that.
Alright, so I would keep going, but I just realized we are over time. So let's do MVP votes. And we'll pick it up with the layers turn next week.
Fun.
I love that I rolled higher than the layer.
Does anyone want
Just
to
barely though.
I mean, I think-
claim inspiration for things you did that were in character? Just a
Staying
reminder.
inside the hut during the entire encounter with
Does that have something to do with
Honestly,
one of your? So this is based on your background stuff.
I was just being a dickhead.
Oh, okay.
I was in front of everybody.
So just a reminder / whisper space GM space the name of who you want to vote for.
I guess I could make the claim because he was a pious man. He was so terrified of something that the gods don't really enjoy.
Doesn't look like.
But-
Anvir, I don't really see anything in your characteristics.
Yeah, I don't have much in there. I've been kind of meaning to fill them in.
So yeah, make sure you fill those in because that's what you use to claim inspiration.
So
Just FYI.
when I become suddenly obsessed with a probably cursed dagger, and I, despite my obsession, have Anvir clean it first, does that fit in with my personality trait that rough living grates on me?
What's that? That's your
I'm
flaws?
grasping at straws.
Oh, I thought that was
Uh,
one of your characteristics.
What about?
I mean, it is. It is in my characteristics, but yeah.
What about? I'm not easily moved.
What
That's
happened?
the last one of my personality traits. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You probably have to do a little bit more complaining in character. But if you complain more in the future, I might be willing to give you that once in a while. But for just saying clean this dagger, I don't know if that's worth an inspiration.
fine.
So Johan and Anvi are tied for inspiration. So you two give me a d20 roll for MVP.
Oh. To go either way with us.
Johan beat a 13. Oh!
Look at that.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
Alright,
Yes, he
so,
can.
Johan, you gain an inspiration point. Remember, you can have up to 5 of those, and you can spend those to gain advantage on a roll.
What about my personality trait? I'm not easily moved. When I saw the doll, the evil cabinet, doll cabinet.
Well, that wasn't participating in a horrible atrocity. You just kind of freed him. Do you have something else
Not a
that
horrible
would be, like,
atrocity yet.
impulsive?
Wasn't scared of the Elder Brain. Sort of. I don't know. I'm dropping straws.
That's
Okay,
fine.
I've
I
put-
mean, yeah, it's more like a heavier RP or something that like maybe detrimented you, but like just a single action. Like if Nasira, I don't know, it's a good example, but like, yeah, it would have to be something like more pronounced RP wise, or like something really cool that happened basically that has to do with your background stuff. I guess. Well. I guess there could be an argument made for protecting your allies, because you've been kind of up front and like in the way of the attack. So I'll give you one for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can get an inspiration point. Wait, who just left?
Is that the-
Alduin? How dare he?
Is that the first inspiration for that you've given out?
Yeah, I'm trying to do this more often, just to encourage like something from the from that characteristics menu, because we don't really use that. So if you do heavy roleplay involving those things, like you can usually claim inspiration for it.
I just added some stuff there. I put devoted to his god, always willing to help, almost always terrified.
That's fine. Yeah, you can put whatever you want in those things, as long as you know you're not changing them constantly, since you didn't have anything in there. But yeah,
And then
good start to the fight, everyone. I was a little
Yeah,
bit
I-
worried he would just overwhelm you, but you guys have done pretty good so far.
Yeah, sorry, Johan, about the transferring condition to you.
He's
What about
enjoying
Eldrin?
his Chaos Dolls abilities a little too much.
I would say Eldrin, but Eldrin already well.
Oh.
Well, tactically speaking, it's not a bad thing to send it to Eldwin because he is way more likely to get out of it than you are.
Yeah, especially with advantage.
It's too bad your mic wasn't working this whole time.
Yeah, I hope you had fun anyway, Johan, but we appreciate your skills.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should, because we should talk about your character a little bit. I have some suggestions, but I guess we can wait if your mic still isn't working well.
Is it inspiration for Scribe, by the way?
Scribe is story point.
Story point.
It's the only way you can get a story point is by scribing right now.
Except for new players when they post their bio.
Yes, when you post your bio in the party section as a new player, that gets you a story point. That's like usually the first story point you get.
Yeah. I just said that because I didn't know if Johan had posted his.
Yeah. No. But I'm taking some notes. If anyone wants to stay and talk about something, I'll be here for a bit. Otherwise, I'll see you all next week.
I'm finishing up the Scribe.
Yeah, no, good game.
No one talks.
Guys.
Yeah, very good game. Were you ever able to get your voice thing working, JJ? Or is it still all robotic?
I think he just muted and gave up and never tried it again.
Oh, okay.
Because I have the Discord just like on a split screen on the side, and he never became unmuted.
Oh, okay. Be curious if it ever got any better. I probably should have asked earlier. Yeah, I know there's been a lot of oh, he left. Never mind. Oh, he back. I was gonna ask JJ if you can hear me. Is your voice thing working now, or is it still all iffy? So we could do a little bit of character discussion.
Still all iffy.
I don't know.
A little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if it's let me, because I keep saying it'll.
Yeah, now it's still all over the place. I could type a few things though.
Like really, I don't know the.
Yeah, you're still kind of on a delay in robotic, so I'm guessing it's still, for whatever reason, your internet's just being very difficult. Let me finish up these notes, then I can say a couple of things, and I guess you can talk through the Discord chat.
Yeah, at some point I want to talk about the thing I mentioned in Road 20. About the Watchers shit.
I'm just gonna head out, guys. I'll see you all
I'm
next
also
week.
gonna head out.
Alright, have a good evening. Alright, oh, it would help if I stopped the stream.